gets the troops right to the line, and on the first down throw, goes down the middle, and it's a touchdown for Ryland Rodolunas. 13-0 lead on the board in the first quarter. Jackson again looking for fish, and this time the pass is on the money. St. John's prep.
Wow.
This one's good! And intercepted by Anthony Caruso. And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Four-man rush. Throws across the body. Looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. And look out. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown Exeter. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good! Got a first down and then some. He's got a burst to the right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. It's the Bolin. Great cut. He's going to turn on the Jets. Morrison again through the hole. Look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Manchester. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Division II semifinals here in 2025. It is Trinity and Plymouth. A rematch of week number 3, two teams with just one defeat on the resume this season. Pioneers have not lost since they went up north and fell to Plymouth back in the aforementioned week number 3. Since then, have been playing lights out, put up 42 in the quarterfinal round win over Hanover. And that offense has been fun to watch under head coach Rob Cathcart all season long. Plymouth, Chris Sanborn, once again, he's got a contender on his hands. A unit that can run the football amongst the elites in the state no matter what division. They were unbeaten through 6 weeks, fell to Souhegan, the defending champ, in week number 7. That was their only loss so far. Although Kingswood challenged them a bit last week in the quarterfinals.
Good football team.
They did win that game 14-7. So the rematch here in Manchester, Steve, only one ticket to next weekend's championship game on the line. Both these teams, we know, set to leave it all out on the field.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. Early in the league, a lot of chatter runs around when you talk to people about the score that Plymouth handled Trinity extremely well in that game, up in the great place to watch a football game, and never mind broadcast or play a game up in Plymouth. But I got to be honest with you, when you look at all the dynamics and what has happened, we talked to Coach Rob Cathcart on our Gridiron program the other night, and you could clearly see that this team, he has brought this team with his coaching staff forward. They are buying in. They've got some great athletes. They're healthy, and I just don't see this game kind of looking that way as it did before. They both have film on each other. I always think that really is a piece that kind of gets into this, as well as how well the coaches have developed a game plan against necessarily not only the opponent's weaknesses, but applying their strengths to the game as well after the first look. So coming down here, interesting how this all worked. Both teams are 8-1, but the system decided that the game is going to be in Trinity. And it's on turf. I think that helps Trinity as well because they play a lot on the fast game with Ollie and his receiver crew of Connor Bishop, Dave Leppo, and company. So I think you got to throw everything out the window from the past, and we got a fresh look at two teams. Let's take a look at those stand-ins really quick. You've got Trinity and Plymouth playing each other here, but let's give congratulations to Kingswood and St. Thomas Aquinas with winning records in the East. Look at the West real quickly. There's a Souhegan-Pelham game being played as well. Souhegan with a perfect 9-0, Pelham 7-2, and let's pass on a little bit of a favor there to Manchester West and Hanover. Recently, the sports page called Coach Provencher, co-coach of the year. What an honor that is. I don't think many people can argue what he's done with that program, and you've seen it this year, Nick. So we're in for a good one today.
Yeah, a field of 8 teams, all of them coming in with high hopes.
Yep.
As we saw, the quarterfinal round was competitive last weekend, and we expect the same here in the semifinal. We'll keep one eye over in Amherst as Souhegan and Pelham kick off in about 10 minutes or so. A little bit of a breeze, but not a cloud in the sky. The sun is out, 44 degrees, and great November football weather. There is the Plymouth quarterback. He's the son of the coach, Kayvon Sanborn, a 6'3" junior, Steve, who really a dual threat, we know, but part of that rushing attack that has just been lethal, not just this season, but for decades now. First under coach, or recently under Coach Sanborn. Chuck Linehan, of course, ushered in that style decades ago, but the latest torchbearer at the quarterback spot anyway is Kayvon Sanborn, expected to throw the ball again today.
Yeah, having that throwing attack. He's got height, Nick. He's got a lot of those skills. He's come in and gradually throughout the year. Coach Sanborn is not afraid to play action pass out of this situation. That just has made his running game that much more lethal, Nick. And nobody does better. I'm not saying the same, but they don't do the same. But nobody does better than Plymouth Bobcat program, getting the ball through the line of scrimmage quickly and effectively with great offensive linemen. Teachers on this program been going on for decades. And they have a system, Nick, that starts at a very, very young age. Coach Sanborn is very much steeped in part of that. He's bringing on the passing game to this, and so it's going to be a tough job for Trinity. I'd argue it's going to be a tough job for Plymouth as well. Somebody's really going to have to come out with a statement today to win this game.
There are the Pioneers set to take the field. This place is packed, by the way.
It is.
I had a
lot of spirit.
Of a difficult time parking the car. There were so many cars parked on both sides of the street, parking lot full, some of them double booked. And of course here on the near side where the stands are located, that's been jammed a long time ago. That includes a standing student section off to our right. And again, the players set to make their grand entrance on the far side of the field. The Bobcats, they already are lined up along the visitor sideline. So we are set just about for the pregame introductions here in Manchester.
I just want to say, Nick, really quickly, Division II. This is what Division II was looking to create. They've got that mojo. We just nailed 8 teams, Nick, that have done damage with winning records across the board. When you look at the Division II right now, where it might have been 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, this is the energy and the excitement that they were looking to build, and it's here right in the field today.
Pioneers, they'll lean on their quarterback. That's Ollie Service, and he's one of the first men through the flag, leading the charge onto the field. Service last week responsible in one way or another for 5 touchdowns. Part of that blitz come from behind win over Hanover, 42-28. So Trinity and their home Reds, and pumping up the fan base here along the near sideline as we get set for what should be the national anthem and the coin toss here momentarily.
You wonder if that hometown music, TNT, I wonder if they're kind of putting a little AC/DC with mixing it with a little bit of T on the Trinity. Nice fix there as they entered, and I like that. Even if it was by accident, sounds good.
Seems like AC/DC, one of the more popular bands
in the whole world,
statewide when it comes to high school football. We've heard that on the warm-up tape at several venues, including, again, here today in Manchester. All right, Steve, we've got a few minutes here as the captains gather. What are you looking for specifically? Give us a few keys both ways.
Interestingly, it's the passing attack. I'm not worried about Plymouth Bobcats coming here with a refined running game, Nick. I know it's there. But what they're going to be able to do to try to spread out that D of Trinity, to be able to make that running game even more effective, they've got a passing offense that they can do on pretty much strictly play action for the most part. Coach Sanborn, I think, has taken a step forward on that, and it's all based on the personnel that he has this year. He can do it, so that's going to make this team broad-based and very difficult to defend. On the Trinity side, Nick, Davey DiRepo and Connor Bishop, They have got to run their routes like they know how, and they do. If they have strong games today and Ollie is able to either throw from the pocket with some time and play around a little bit with some running, possible running on the outside with some rollouts, so he can roll out either side. For Trinity offensively, that's going to be the big deal for them, Nick. They've got to have that passing game in order to create the run game, kind of reverse of Plymouth. On the defensive side, Nick, defensive backs are going to be a big part of this game, of coming up and making sticks for support and not allowing big plays. And you got two teams of this caliber, the team that has the more big plays alongside ball security is going to be the answer. Special teams, I said it all year. This is the year of the kicker, but it's also the year that the kicker doesn't have to do it and just kick it downfield, and don't let the top runners on the field do a kick return or punt return for pay dirt. Don't allow that to happen. If they're worried about it, don't even kick it to them.
All right, let's turn things over field side for the national anthem.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today. Well, there it is, the national anthem, the electric guitar version.
I say, Nick, no how you, as long as it's played with heart, it's the best national anthem in the world by far. Nothing comes close.
Nick and Estes, Steve Beals with you, getting set for this semifinal here in Manchester. A fun one, a rematch. Two teams that really, Steve, have been talked about all season long on that short list of contenders. Same thing on the other side of the bracket with defending champion Sauhegan and former champion Pelham. I think in Division 4, probably, when we boil it all said and done, these are the 4 best teams in the division.
Division 2.
Division 2.
Yeah, okay, I thought you said Division 4. My mistake. Division 2, absolutely, Nick. Could not agree with you more. I think that was what's exciting, though, Nick, coming behind this is 4 other teams, Nick, that are getting in the winning ways, and that's just going to make the plot thicken, just like it's in Division 1. That was NHIAA's hope. It's getting done. These teams do, to your point, Nick, stand apart from the other 4 behind them. I'm excited. 2 different, very different styles.
Coach Sanborn wants the football. Plymouth won the toss, elects to receive. Trinity kicks right to left, and we are underway here from the Queen City. This one fielded over the shoulder at the goal line. That's the Bobcats' Bryson Stone. Makes a move to his left, is across the 15. He's got the 20. He's got the sideline of the 30 before he's nudged out of bounds somewhere just shy of the 35-yard line. It looked rather grim there for Stone at the beginning, but able to break to his left and eventually get the corner. Sets up Plymouth with good starting field position, 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 34.
Well, the best chance to get him was the first tackler, and he's just so big and strong, Nick. That's just like tackling a hay wagon right there. It is not going to roll easy, and he is not only is he that big, but he's that athletic. So great field position to start here on the 34.
So here comes Kayvon Sanborn, the coach's son, the junior. Takes a look both ways before ducking under center on 1st and 10. It's a quick handoff up the middle. To the second level goes Ben Valenti, one of several running backs that we should see carry the football this afternoon. Works his way over the 40 to the 41, a gain of 7. And here's that no-huddle run offense we've seen from Plymouth as they get right to the line, snap it, and go right back to Valenti on 2nd and 3. But this time he is jammed up, possibly behind the line of scrimmage there. That's Dominic Datone going to flex his muscles on the stop. No gain, 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I think Ferez was in there, or is it Ferez? Number 62 was in there, Nick, as well. And great tackle job right there. Good job closing up.
That's J.P. Farron, one of the captains, the senior linebacker. 3rd and 2. And now a 3rd down and 2 officially on the way here for Plymouth. Trinity, great chance to force a 3 and out. They're going to bring only 4 defensive linemen here. Plymouth stays with the run. They go to Valenti, goes around the corner. He's got the 1st down. He's got midfield. And he works his way to the Pioneer 49-yard line for a 1st down.
Well, you're going to see, look at the wash here, which means multiple linemen completely caving it to the opposite side of the run. If we get a good line look here, not going to get it right there, but if we get something, you're going to see complete domination of down blocking and opening up a nice kick out for Valenti to run through. That was a well-designed play right there.
Well executed.
Well, you're going to see it here, right here. Look at that complete wash down. There's nobody there. Everybody is sealed off. And the little kick out right there, a little late on the kick out, but Ben still gets a lot of yardage. He's a bull.
Valenti, his 4th carry here to open the drive, but again, he's stuffed in the hole. Well, Dylan Gartside, one of the players at the bottom of the pile for the Pioneers, the senior defensive lineman with his 1st tackle.
Yeah, this is all designed. They'll start stacking the box. That's just a good job there by number 15.
Alejandro Foden.
Yep.
The linebacker.
Nice stand-up tackle right there, or hit, wrap, and drive, as they say.
So 2nd down and 10. Opening drive for Plymouth. If you're just joining us here, Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Valenti, lot of room, made a man miss. 1st down and then some, changes direction, zigzagging at the 20, 15, stiff arm at the 10, and into the end zone for a 49-yard touchdown run. Ben Valenti, looking like Barry Sanders on that one. A long touchdown is going to get Plymouth on the board first, 6-0.
I was thinking Earl Campbell, Nick. Look at this guy. Look at him cut inside. Look at them. He just uses his body so well. And then watch him when it's time to bowl somebody over. So he zigzags like Barry, and then he just gets somebody right coming to his legs. He throws him aside like a rag doll and goes into the end zone. Ben Valenti came to play today for sure. A great start for Plymouth. If you're away, that's what they wanted to do, is make a good power statement with a running game. And, boy, that was quite a run right there.
Quite a statement. A 49-yard touchdown run. Valenti, the bull on that drive, all 5 carries. Meanwhile, Stone, extra point, booted up and in, and it's a 7-0 lead for the visitors here, just 2.5 minutes gone by.
Well, if there's ever a time that Trinity's got to make sure they make a statement with their offense, sometimes you have that defense getting a little caught up, a little bit behind. Sometimes it's the offenses this time of year that are ready to roll and all timed. So Trinity's got to come out here and make a statement of their own, at least get some points to the board, or at least beyond that, just get some first downs, put some plays together, and show they came to play. But they want to tie this score up here, even things up. A real statement, to your point, Nick, on that running play. And that was more than just Ben Valenti. That was an offensive line that was getting him running room so he could kick it into second gear.
That is also quieted, at least for the moment, the home crowd here on the near sideline. 7-0 Bobcats. Plymouth, the number 3 seed. Despite an 8-1 regular season record, their lone defeat came in week 7 against Sauhegan. Of course, the Sabres, the only undefeated Division II team and the top seed in this tournament.
Yep.
Pioneers look for a response early.
Something's on the field, Nick. Right in the first hash mark around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's a glove or
I don't know.
Piece of debris, perhaps, but either way, football teed up at the 40.
Thought it was a flag at first, but it's not.
Stone ready to kick. 2 men back deep for Trinity. This one's a short kick near side. DeRepo calls for a fair pitch and makes it. Or make that to Tone, rather. At the 40-yard line. So the Tone, one of the running backs, showing the good hands there, taking no chances. Secures good field position for the home team at their own 40.
Yes, no need to run it back. Everybody was closing in, all white jerseys. Just make that fair catch signal, grab it on the 40-yard line, and let's get the offense going if you're Trinity.
So here comes Ollie Service, senior. Excellent baseball player, as we know.
Yes.
And a very good quarterback as well. Going to face what looks like a 4-man rush. Yes, he will. Spread offense, going to throw over the middle. He's got Tatone, and that's a first down.
Yeah, Tatone, that last game we were here, Nick, he was very, very effective against St. Thomas. Not only does he have good hands, Nick, he's a good runner as well. He runs as a receiver. He runs big.
17-yard pickup, tackled by Logan Marsh, one of the captains for Plymouth.
Don't run backwards if you're Trinity
this
receiver.
One, it's a short gain of just 1.
Yeah.
It's Davey DeRepo on his first touch. Actually gets 3 there in the end, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Davey was on the 39, Nick, and he started running backwards before contact was made. Lost 2 yards there.
Wow. A quick strike here. This is going to go all the way to the house for a touchdown. I want to talk about a quick answer. Oh, there it is. Tate Zabuza, the junior. Blink and you miss it. Pioneers right back less than a minute later and are a point away from tying the game.
Well, that was impressive. Ollie is on cue today. He's reading his receivers. They're getting an open space, Nick. They like to play the fast game. Like I said in the beginning, Nick, they like to pass in order to open up the run and force the defense to act accordingly. Plymouth does the opposite. And you just saw 2 offenses, like I was talking earlier, Nick. They are both awake, timed, and ready to go.
Bishop on for the extra point, and he sweeps it right through. 7-7, a 33-yard hook up there from Service to Tate Zabuza. And the Pioneers, in just 4 plays, take it 60 yards in less than a minute and tie the game.
Well, I like the use of the whole field, Nick. The first thing they do is they come a little inseam route all across the hash marks on play 1. Play 2, they go out to the flats. Play 3, they do a deep kind of cut-in seam, kind of a diagonal seam pass, and he hit him right on the button right there. There was no slowing down there, Nick, at all. And that was an impressive drive, and Ollie is just putting it right in the basket where it needs to be for his players to have immediate vision and immediate quick turn and possession downfield. That was an impressive short drive. So both teams using their strong points to score.
Yeah. So Plymouth opened the game with 5 straight rushing plays before Ben Valenti's 49-yard rip. And then Trinity 4 passes. Service goes 4 for 4. With Tate Zabuza finding pay dirt from 33 yards out. So 7-7. And Trinity now, after they get the home fans back involved, set to kick the football right to left.
Connor Bishop doing the kicking.
This one, pretty good kick. Stone will return from inside his 10. Cautiously comes out to his left, gets a block at the 20. Steps out of bounds somewhere in the vicinity of the 25-yard line.
Don't know why they're kicking directly at him, Nick. This guy is a tough open field guy to tackle. Did a good job there covering on the outside, but I'm not sure, Nick. I might try somebody else, but they are only on the 24-yard line, so much better cover that time than they did the first time. A lot of center runners and not really doing the containment that was needed. And this certainly fared better for the Pioneers.
7-7 here early. First and 10 Plymouth. So Valenti, the ball carrier on 5 straight rushes during that opening drive. We'll see if they go back to him to open up drive number 2. They will. And he goes up the middle. Met in the hole. And drives the defender forward up to the 30-yard line before he's finally wrestled down by Alejandro Foden on his second step.
Right now, Nick, offensive line of Plymouth is getting inside the underside of the Trinity defensive line, Nick, and they're getting really good push. But most importantly, more than the push, they're being able to direct the hips of the defensive lineman, and that's what's opening up that first entry hole for Ben Valenti to go through.
Sets up 2nd down and 4. Valenti off right tackle, makes a man miss all the way to midfield before the Pioneers catch up to him.
Yeah,
another big rip there for Valenti, a 19-yard pickup and a Plymouth first down.
Anytime you corner a safety from the backside on a chase tackle, Nick, is never good. That means everybody else was essentially blocked out of the play in its backside pursuit that gets it, and that's tough.
Zabuza able to catch up to him. You saw Valenti made service miss on that move on the edge. So a first down and 10 from midfield. As we're just over 4 minutes gone by, already a 7-7 game. Pioneers an extra defensive lineman. Valenti again, this time slips and goes down at the Pioneer 49, just a gain of 1.
Don't know why. It looked like he tried to make a quick little cut outside with his right plant foot, Nick. We'll see here. And it just kind of gave way. Watch him, and he goes here, looks to me, and he tries to cut right there. He may have ran into the heel of number 38 on his team, the blocker right there.
Cooper Legacy.
Cooper Legacy, yep.
But either way, Pioneers will take it, just a 1-yard gain. So the Bobcats face a 2nd down and 9.
Nice slow motion replay by the wizard of replay.
Again, a 5-man front, and again a quick hitter to Valenti. No, it's a new ball carrier.
Yeah.
It's Brody Russo. And we expected Brody to check in at some point after going touchless on the opening drive. He moves the pile and ends up picking up 6 to set up a 3rd and 3.
Russo carried on the play.
So 3rd down and 3. Sanborn, a quick word with his father on the sideline. Now back in the offensive huddle as we near the midway point first quarter.
Moderate adjustment in the box a little, Nick, but they're not by no means going to stack the box. They're going to kind of let that go. They're starting to, but.
Left side run. It's Russo again, and this is going to be close.
It's going to be short.
Trying to find the 40-yard line.
Carried on the play.
And they're going to spot him short at about the 39, so 4th down and 1.
Well, good for Trinity. Stiffening up there. A little bit of handwork. You'll see. You just saw that on the replay. A little bit of, watch this here. You're going to see the Trinity defensive line get very active with it and hold their gap. Look at that. That's how you fill a hole. Hip square. Then you got run support.
Yeah, Alejandro Foden holding up right now.
Yeah, nice job.
3 tackles unofficially for Trinity.
Doing well.
Can he get another here on 4th down and 1? Valenti in the backfield. He may not
I don't think he got it. He did not get it. What a stand. It's a big turnaround there, Nick.
J.P. Farron leads the charge there defensively. The crowd loves it. The officials are going to spot him short of the first down. So Pioneers take over on downs. They get the stop they were hoping for, as Valenti had no chance on that one.
Romeo Masuku out there high-fiving, low-fiving his players. He liked what he saw out there, and he let them know it. That is a big stop. It's a momentum opportunity for momentum change if Ollie and the offense can get working here.
So Trinity looking now for the lead here with a 7-7 game.
Nice spin.
Yeah, kind of a tough snap. A flag flies in late as Service makes his way up to the 48-yard line. We'll see if this stands. It's likely against the Pioneers.
Wow. That was called directly by head official Jason Patch. He was in the back there. He must have seen something that, let's see if we can. Don't see anything there, but.
It's a hold against Trinity.
We may see here one way, either way, it's a hold.
First time we've heard from referee Jason Patch this afternoon.
Yep. So that'll back him up 10.
Back at the 31-yard line.
So Pioneers.
Nice run by Ollie, too. Service.
Yeah, kind of a wild snap. Had a lunge to his left there, pull it in one-handed, made a play, but again, a hold there on the backside of the play. Backs up Trinity. First down and 20. Coming up about 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Service on a pump fake, looking, throwing, going deep. This one up for grabs.
Oh, he grabbed him. Wow. Looked to me like a little handwork there. We're going to see on slow motion. It's the other side of the field. I'm not sure it was enough to actually make the call, Nick.
Logan Marsh in on coverage.
We'll see it right here. He's got to grab him. He has a right to establish his own position.
31-yard line.
That doesn't look to me like a good call there.
Yeah, Bishop the intended target. That one well out of his grasp, but now a second down and 20.
No, that doesn't matter in high school football. No, that's just good positioning. He has a right to put that arm out there as well, so
you're not
official right on it.
You're not getting that call.
No.
Second down and 20. Back to the air, open man, catch made. Zabuza made the first man miss, tumbles his way up the sideline over the 40.
Boy.
That's a good play, up to the 42-yard line, near the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 10.
Not only is it a good play, that extra 3 or 4 yards, Nick, really changes this third down.
Yeah.
Instead of being 11 yards, it's now about 7.5. Now watch this move inside, then outside. And that extra 5 yards there really made a difference. We'll see if Trinity can cash in on it.
Yeah, 12-yard gain in the end. So now 3rd down and 8. Pioneers, again, a 5-receiver empty set here. Plymouth going to rush 4. Service throws right side, and this one incomplete. 2 men in the area there.
Something's wrong there.
But incomplete as both DeRepo and Datone couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, they're both talking about it, and that brought more defenders in the area, Nick. So there wasn't a clear shot. You're going to see here there's 1, 2, 3 defenders right in the same area, clog things up. Got to get that fixed on a 3rd down. That's that important, Nick. So Plymouth does their little job, or good job here on defense, and they're putting in what they needed to do to get the ball back. So looking for good field position. Flag clearly going behind the kicker. And I think I just saw him, they just backed him up there.
2 return men back deep for Plymouth on a 4th down and 8. Bishop, the punt, end over end, backpedaling, goes over the head of the return man, Russo, and it's allowed to roll inside the 10, and it's down near the 5-yard line.
What a kick.
Pioneers will take that. So Plymouth to trot the offense back onto the field, 1st and 10 with their backs to the end zone here as they begin the drive at their own 5-yard line.
Didn't care for the positioning on the punt returners there, Nick. They were up way too far with the flag going about 30 miles an hour in your face. You got to back up and give that. If one thing or another, if it goes deep and you're back there, you can grab it and at least get past the 20-yard line. Now your playbook is completely changed right now. But Plymouth, one thing about them, they can run the football and their offensive line can move it. So my guess is that's what you're going to see here.
Yeah, no pass attempts so far through 2 drives here in the opening quarter. Plymouth, they scored first on a big run from Ben Valenti, a 49-yarder.
Out to the 10.
This is the quarterback. To call his own number and push the pile out to about the 9-yard line. 4-yard gain there for Sanborn. A little more breathing room for the Bobcats. Trinity came right back less than a minute later and got a touchdown pass from Ollie Service to Tate Zabuza. And that is where we are, 7-7 here, first quarter. 2025 Division II football semifinal matchup between Plymouth and Trinity.
Second down, 3.
Next weekend's championship game is slated for Saturday. And again, on the other side of the bracket, they're underway in Amherst as Sauhegan playing host to Pelham. Second down and 4 here. Valenti up the middle, breaks it to the outside. First down and then some. Zigzags at the 30 before he's undercut at about the 35-yard line.
Flag down.
And a flag comes in late. A penalty after the tackle.
35-yard line.
Bishop with the stop, but let's see.
Might be a sideline issue.
And Service.
Yep, it is. It's a sideline issue. They were on the field to play. When the run is down in that area, is that a warning, Nick, or are they going to move the football?
Football has not moved yet.
Yes, I think it's
just
a warning. Yeah, which is a nice way of doing it. Let them know. Don't do it again or it's going to be a flag. Really like the way Jason handled that. But you do have to call that, Nick. You can't have personnel out on the field when the play is coming your way here.
Meanwhile, Valenti, we get another look at that 26-yard run. Been on fire here in this first quarter.
And it wasn't Jason. I believe it was the side judge that called it.
Sanborn straight up ahead again. This time on 1st and 10. Gets the ball out to the 39-yard line. Again, a 4 there for Sanborn.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
Still give an edge here, Nick, to the offensive line of Plymouth against the defensive line of Trinity. They're getting off the ball extremely well. You can tell when a cadence is working because you see complete symmetry down the line as they come off. They're coming out low. They're getting hands underneath and directing the midsections of the defensive linemen. So far, Nick, they look strong on the offensive run game.
And the results speak for themselves. How about Valenti already, Steve, over the century mark, 117 yards in this first quarter, and there's still 2 minutes left.
Well, he's got some big chunks in there.
And this time, we get a look at Dominic Ciotti, the 5'9 senior fullback. He'll do lower the shoulder and get out to about the 43-yard line. Gain of 2, sets up 3rd and 2.
Bear in mind, Ollie Service took a tremendous shot right there. You're going to see it at the end of the play if we slow it down. Watch this. Bang, he comes in from the side, hits his own player
in
the mandible area.
Helmet to helmet.
Yeah, he took a shot. He's working it off right now.
3rd and 2. First down stick at the Plymouth 45. Man in motion near side, run near side. On second effort, Rousseau not going to get there. The pursuit able to catch up. James Leonard, the defensive end, flexing the muscles.
4th and 1 again. We're going to have another one.
Now, deja vu from a few minutes ago.
Yes.
As we enter the final minute here in the first quarter.
Trinity won that one.
Make it 4th and 1.
Yeah, they'll at least get one more playoff here.
44-yard line.
So no hesitation from Coach Sanborn. Plymouth going to go for it here in this 7-7 ball game. 4th and 1. Going to roll the dice in his own end. Ball at the Plymouth 44. Trinity with 5-6 up front.
Fumble.
That ball ended up on the turf. A bad exchange between the center and quarterback comes at the wrong time if you're Plymouth. Trinity, another 4th down stop here in this first quarter. This time they take over in Bobcat territory.
Nick, if you take 1st and 2nd down, there's a ton of production for Plymouth on the offensive run game. 3rd and 4th, considerably less. So the stiffening up that's happened, comes from the heart and comes from the play calls, is doing a great job here. And when you get more 3rd and 4th downs, Nick, it's always good for the you don't want first downs after 2 runs. You want to get them deep into the down and distance game here, and Trinity's responded twice here magnificently.
So So service takes over. Run formation this time for Trinity. And a lot of chaos in the trench here is going to draw a flag.
I think that's going to be against Trinity. It is a false start.
Second Pioneer penalty.
Trinity penalized 5 yards for illegal procedure.
Not the way you want to start a drive. Plymouth will take it. 1st and 15 coming. 28 seconds to go in this opening frame. There's referee Jason Patch. He's been doing this a long time. Leading an all-star crew today here in the semifinals. Butch Muncie, the umpire. Coretta Lee is the lineman. Line judge is Brian Solenberger. And Jeff Isabel is the back judge. Meanwhile, on a sneak service straight ahead.
Well,
and down to the Bobcat 45 for a gain of 4.
Jason's been in the New Hampshire football arena for a long time. He's directed and been president of youth organizations, coached. And when he went into officiating, he's found a home for a long time.
Certainly did.
Elevated himself right up to the...
We're glad to have him. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Fun way to start here in Manchester. 7-7 Pioneer football when we come back. Second quarter next. You are watching the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II semifinals. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Second quarter here in the Queen City of Manchester. Nick Anastas, Steve Bales with you. The rest of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week crew. We're broadcasting, of course, in conjunction with the NFHS Network this afternoon. Plymouth got on the board first. Long run from Ben Valenti, a 49-yard touchdown. Valenti over 100 yards in that first quarter. Trinity's pass attack had the answer, though.
Great block.
Meanwhile, an end around here and a close to a first down. The crowd wanted...
Yeah, they got it.
They wanted a flag. May have been a face mask there and a late hit. Let's see.
Alex Duran carried on the play.
Well, I want to talk about number 11 here. Dominic Detone. You want to see a lead block that made this play. Bang, right there. Look at that. Then he double blocks him again. No yardage gain there without that man having a lead block. What an unselfish player he is. He got that done. He took out the whole corner for him, and what a great run as well.
Flag on the play.
And they're going to tack on another 15 here. Nick, it takes great effort and great plays like this. I'd like to look at that one again from the back camera there if we could, if we have time. You're going to watch number 11 here. Slow it down just a little bit if you can. You're going to watch number 11. Look at him come out on the lead right there. Look at this block. He completely neutralizes him. Then he kicks back again and finishes it. No play there, no gain without that.
By the way, the ball carrier was Alex Garan. Meanwhile, it's Davey DiReppo into the end zone for a touchdown. A 15-yard score, and Trinity is going to take their first lead of the day, 13-7.
Well, Nick, you said it right in our break there when we were talking. You said Trinity has really stood tall the last 4 or 5 minutes, and those two defensive plays have given them momentum. So now you start feeling offensively like you're running downhill and you can go after them because it just energizes everybody on great defensive stands. 2 of them so far in barely a little bit over a quarter. You were right on.
Well, it was nearly 2 months ago that these two teams met in Plymouth. And that was a blowout, frankly. The Bobcats a 46-14 win. Never trailed in that game. But here we are in November in the rematch, and it's a different story, at least so far.
This game is far from over, as we know.
Early second quarter, we have another whistle here ahead of the extra point.
But Trinity coming in with the energy, Nick, that you didn't see the previous game, and the sense of delivering hits, taking hits, and coming back up again. We were talking about the tackling has got to get better on the open field in the first couple downs. These sort of momentum changes, just you feel no pain. You just feel like you're re-energized again, and you can get it done with your teammates, and that's where Trinity's kind of in the mode right now.
Meanwhile, it was a false start against Trinity. Pioneers are backed up 5, so this is a 25-yard extra point attempt for Connor Bishop. The hold from service. This one is booted high and good. 14-7. And the home team celebrating with their fans here along the near sideline after a Davey DiRepo touchdown run of 15 yards. Of course, that 15-yard personal foul did not help.
No, it just adds insult to injury.
Defense.
Yeah.
So that moved the football into the red zone, and then one play later, it was DiRepo around the corner for the 15-yard score. So 14 unanswered points by Trinity. After falling behind 7-0, it's a Pioneer defense that has forced 2 fourth-down stops. Have come away with 2 turnovers on downs.
Well, you've got your stars, Nick, and then you got those big-time supporting actors that kind of fill in their mid-range. This Dominic Datone is elevating himself into that kind of high-end caliber player, Nick. He is a workhorse, and he has unselfish ball. Whether he gets the ball, he receives the ball, anything he does with full bore. Kind of guy that I'd want on my football team for sure. That was an impressive drive. It's been an impressive game for him so far. He's everywhere today.
Bishop going to boot this one. Handled along the sideline by Plymouth's Stone. Yeah. And Stone is stoned at the 20-yard line.
Yeah,
nowhere to go.
Great containment on both sides, Nick. Closing in, discipline.
That's the freshman Andrew Garand, responsible for that outside lane there on the kick coverage team. He stays home and ultimately makes a good play at the 20-yard line. So Plymouth, not an ideal starting spot. 1st and 10 from their own 20, trailing for the first time this afternoon on the road here, 14-7.
Yeah, so exciting to see momentum changes in games. If you look at where Plymouth is right now, they really need to get moving on this football and the offensive on this set here to begin to neutralize that.
They go back to their workhorse. That's Valenti, who's met at the second level by Malith. Malith gets his first tackle.
As Nick said earlier, already well over the century mark at this point as far as yardage.
117 yards in that first half. We're going to add another 5 here, Steve, which puts him by my count at 122.
Yeah, that's a heck of a quarter. 117 yards. Wow.
But nonetheless, Plymouth trailing here 14-7.
Just big defensive stops by Trinity to foil the drives, and they've taken the momentum away here.
2nd down and 5. Sanborn back under center, a 5-man front for Plymouth. Going to throw his first pass of the afternoon. It's down the middle, and it's knocked away by Malith.
Wow.
Able to leap into the passing lane there. Got his right hand on the football, knocks it away, and now a third down and 5 on the way for Plymouth.
Well, look at the defense here. The main defensive, he's after him. He's closing for the tackle, and that leaves the backside defender to come and knock it down. What a great recovery. Nobody was going out on that side of the field, Nick. That's just great work coming back with extra effort. We're seeing it. We've seen it already on the defensive line of Trinity. Now we're seeing it in the defensive backfield. The extra little things that make it what it is.
First down stick at the 30-yard line. Plymouth hoping to avoid a 3-and-out. Around the corner, and look out. Here comes Logan Marsh, the captain of first down, and then some. Marsh, the senior, on his first carry, is over the 40-yard line. A big-time run on 3rd and 5.
Connor's got – listen to Coach Connor. Connor's a great player, but he made a mistake right there. He's got to stay outside and turn that run inside. Somebody else has to make that tackle, Nick, not you. Your job is to contain Coach Cathcart's all over it, and he's right to do so.
Valenti up the middle on first down is met at the second level by Alex Garand and dropped down at about the 46-yard line. Plymouth going to get right to the line of scrimmage here after that gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Sanborn in the trench, barking orders here. Going to dip now under center against the 5-man front. Takes the snap, looking to his right, throws right. Oh! Nearly intercepted. Tate Zabuza almost took it the other way. Instead, it's incomplete. And now a 3rd down and 6 facing Plymouth.
Wow, Nick, I'll tell you, Tate is all over the field. He's got wheels on right now, and he is everywhere. He came here to play today, and I'll tell you, he could have 2 interceptions right now. Certainly that one was well within his grasp, but he didn't take any chances of missing it. He said, let's knock it down. 3rd down, 7, go to the next play.
Of course, Zabuza got Trinity on the board with a 33-yard touchdown catch on offense. Here comes Rousseau trying to get around the corner. He won't. Met at the edge by Gartside, and Trinity again gets a good stop there. Only a gain of 1, 4th and 4.
That right there is how you contain a run, Nick. We're going to see this on slow motion replay. You want to see how a defensive back comes in or a defensive edge rusher comes in and closes off the run. You're going to see it right. Look at him fight for outside position, and he maintains. He tries to go outside, and he's there right on his back hip, and he makes the tackle. Good defensive technical work here by Trinity.
4th and 4. And now a punt for the first time coming from Stone. Gets it up high into the sky. It floats right side. It lands out of bounds. Question is, where did it cross?
I don't know.
The line judge, Coretta Lee, over there.
I'd say that's pretty generous spot there if you're the kicking team, and they'll take it.
About right. They'll take it at the 30. So the Pioneers, a chance to build on their lead before halftime. 2.5 gone by, 2nd quarter. They have the football, and they have a 14-7 lead on the scoreboard. Ollie Service has looked good. A touchdown pass to his credit. Of course, the Pioneers took the lead on a 15-yard Davey Durepo run. Capped off their last drive.
So they did it again. This defense 3 times, Nick, if I'm correct.
Yep, they've stopped Plymouth twice on 4th down and forced a punt to end the last drive. Quick throw.
What a play.
Wide open is Zabuza. And he's tripped up at midfield, going to land on the Bobcat half of the 50 at the 48-yard line. That's a 22-yard play through the air and a 1st down.
So Ben Ferlendi doesn't just help his team on offense, Nick. That is one heck of an open field tackle there by Ben. Watch this. He doesn't get this. He's gone. Nice job by Ben Ferlendi.
Meanwhile, another quick throw left side, again intended for Zabuza. Incomplete.
Well, no wonder why they're going for him, Nick. He is on fire today.
3 catches.
Tremendously coordinated.
And already 64 yards unofficially. Trinity has scored 14 unanswered. Touchdowns on the heels of their last 2 drives. Facing though a 2nd and 10 here. Plymouth, 4-man front. 3 receiver set. Bishop in motion to the far side. Service takes the gun snap. Hands to Bishop. Comes back near side. And is ridden down immediately by Taylor Rousseau, one of the captains.
Yep. Well defended by the Bobcats there. Connor, being the great athlete that he is still able to work a couple yards on it, Nick, after he was met at the line. Thought that was a pretty well-designed play, but just good disciplined defense there, containing that run and getting some support.
2-yard pickup in the end. 3rd down and 8. First down stick at the 38. 3.5 gone by, 2nd quarter. Durepo in motion. They give it to him. This is the play they scored on. Gets around the corner, but is out of bounds, well shy of the 1st down.
Well,
Valenti ushered him across the boundary. And gets credit for the stop. Durepo somewhere in the vicinity of the 40, the 41, they're going to say.
Well, this went deep. I thought it was taking a long time to develop, but look who's out there in front. Number 11 again, putting together a block. This kid is a machine as an offensive blocker.
That's the tone.
He is something else.
4th down and 3. Looks like Trinity wants to go for it.
Not the least bit surprised on that one.
Going to keep Service in the gun here. 2 receivers short left. And one man out wide to the near side right at the bottom of the screen. Meanwhile, hang on, flag. Yeah, flag throw.
What is that about? False start. That hurts. You're on 4th down. You got 3 yards to go, Nick, and now you got, what is it?
It's like 4th and 8 now.
Good 8 yards to go here. That's a big, big play right there. Question is, what do you do here? It's a tough call, Nick, because your offense is running pretty well here.
It's the fourth Trinity penalty of this first half.
Yeah.
Only one on the other side for the Bobcats.
He's going to look at it.
We're going to get a timeout here. Our broadcast brought to you by? No.
Well, brought to you by NFHS broadcasters, supporters. We thank you for those supporters that you saw in the commercial. And NFHS, Dave and Don gave us the call there and want us to do this game. We grabbed onto it quickly, Nick, as we know.
Yeah, I was about to say, they didn't have to call us. We'll call them.
They'll call them on a game like this. You know, we saw them earlier in the year. I don't think anybody really thought that everybody thought Plymouth was that good. But I don't think anybody thought Trinity was really that margin, and they're showing here. That,
it's a different Trinity team for sure. They have not lost since that September meeting in Week 3. That was a 46-14 win for Plymouth. Again, Trinity unbeaten ever since, rolling in on the heels of a quarterfinal win over Hanover, 42-28. Meanwhile, Plymouth, their lone loss came in week number 7, a home defeat against Sauhegan. They wrap up the regular season with 2 straight wins, make it 3 in a row with a 14-7 quarterfinal victory over Kingswood. Trinity, a 14-7 lead here with the football. Still plenty of time to go in this second quarter. On a 4th down, Service in trouble, escapes to his right, eyes downfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and now he has a 1st down. Zigzag, still alive, down the sideline and into the end zone for a 46-yard touchdown run.
Unbelievable.
It comes on 4th down. Ollie Service turns into Superman, and it's 20-7 Trinity.
Well, this guy is not a mild-mannered reporter from a local metropolitan newspaper, as Nick just indicated. This guy is Superman personified right here. Watch the first break. He recognizes the pockets collapsing like great quarterbacks do. And watch what he does to Ben Valente with that quick juke inside. And then look at that downfield blocking. Who was that again? Oh, I missed it. That guy was taking on 2 blockers. And Ollie Service followed that block perfectly. What a big, big deal there. And now we're seeing why when the week they sent shockwaves through the league, Nick, when they beat Pelham handily, you just knew Trinity was for real. This is not the same football team of the first 2 or 3 games.
21-7, you see Service is still fired up after that electric run. It came on 4th and 8, a 46-yarder.
I think
you see here, he was nearly dead early in the play, but escapes to his right, and then zigs again, and ultimately celebrates in the end zone. That's 21 unanswered points now by the home team.
Well, I don't think there's any question if Romeo Masuku could put on a helmet. He's so jacked up on the sidelines there. That's the energy when you get a good cross-section of young coaches. This guy has done the real thing. He's played big-time football, and he understands what the heart and the soul means to get out there. Look at him. I'll guarantee if they gave him up, but look at him. He's pumped up out there, and he's jacking these guys up. You got to keep that momentum going if you're Trinity, but watch out. This is the Plymouth Bobcats. They know how to stay cool and turn a game around.
They do, but this is a system or a situation they're unaccustomed, frankly, to being in.
Well put, Nick.
Down 2 scores here. Meanwhile, the ball comes out late. Stone was down.
Yeah, knee was down.
I'm going to mark him down correctly at the 31-yard line.
You're right, Nick. They do seem to be in a little bit of a funk here when it comes to – I think this is a little unexpected on their part. They come in expecting every week to win, but good teams and good programs work through those things, but they're going to have to start that pretty soon.
Yeah, they got off on the right foot.
They did.
Long run from Ben Valenti got them on the board 7-0. Their last 3 drives, though, stopped on 4th and 1, stopped on 4th and 1, and then had to punt on 4th and 8. So trying to find the mojo on offense again.
Yep.
Trailing now 21-7 on the scoreboard.
A lot of game left here.
1st and 10 from their own 31. They keep it in the quarterback's hands, and the coach's son is over the 35 and up to the 37. As Sanborn carries for a gain of 6, maybe 7.
Well, nice lane choice right there. He knows who he runs behind. That I believe that was that terrific left guard. Look at him up there. He got off the ball tremendously. Number 51 as well.
Cullen McNair, the
Cullen,
junior.
Yep. Nice work.
Pushing people around up front. That's been an O-line that has done a lot this year. Cam Magoon, we've said his name before. We'll say it again. Dylan Braley. A lot of those guys, Steve, are juniors and expected back next year as well. 2nd down and 3. Clock ticking, nearly 5 minutes gone, second quarter. Plymouth looking for an answer. Hand off to Cooper Legacy, and he's going to spin his way up to the 40.
Things aren't crisp, Nick, offensively. They're just,
he was hit
he got
by
some yardage, but
Alex Garand almost right away, but leans forward with Garand in tow for a gain of 2 to set up 3rd and 1.
You just got to hang with it. Don't get down. Know you're a great football team and good leadership on the coaching staff. But the Trinity defense, Nick, has been really in the offense we kind of expected. This is going to be a wide-open offense. They're doing that today as far as Trinity's concerned. But defensively, they have really risen to the occasion. And some outstanding defensive play calls of choosing the right gap to fill on those 2 4th downs, Nick. And just fighting it through. That looks like about an inch short.
3rd and inches or 3rd and an inch coming up here after the measurement bears out.
Well, our film crew down there in the field and up on top with Kat, Matt, and John are doing a terrific job today. You can just tell when you're looking at the replays, everything's in perfect form for us to call a game. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And as well as Ben back in the director's studio putting this whole thing together.
Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you in the booth.
3rd down and inches.
We got a 3rd down coming up here for.
I love that Superman call. That was great, Nick. I couldn't agree. That was a Superman play right there. There's no doubt about it.
If there's a time to use it, it was that time. Ollie Service, he's been the man all season for Trinity. 3rd down and 1, and nobody's surprised we see a quarterback sneak here.
Yep.
And Sanborn does get the necessary yard and a 1st down for Plymouth. Officially the 5th carry of this first half for Sanborn. Well, Steve, they lean heavily on Ben Valenti.
Yeah, they do.
In that first quarter, but only 2 carries so far in the second quarter.
They got him out on defense, Nick, and this guy just doesn't come off the field. He's in incredible shape, but everybody's human.
We knew that first quarter pace was not sustainable.
No.
10 carries for 117 yards. Here it comes around the corner. This is Marsh on his second tote. He's up to the 47.
One of the most fun things I had coaching, Nick, for many, many years. Watch Connor Bishop. He got Coach Cathcart let him have it about containment. Let's look at this on replay and watch how a great player reacts to good coaching. Watch Connor single-handedly fight. Look at him. That's him. That's him. Will not let that run go outside. Mission accomplished, Connor. That's why you're a great player. Have the capacity to listen and learn no matter how great an athlete you are. Everything's full bore with Connor Bishop. What a great job.
That allowed Foden in pursuit to make the tackle. 2nd down and 5. Back
great
to
play
Valenti.
again.
Had a hole there left side. He's into Pioneer territory down to the 43. That is enough for a 1st down.
So here's what happens, Nick. You get in that situation, Connor. You don't like them getting yardage on you. So what you can't do, though, is leave your post. And he didn't do that the second time. But the problem here is getting some off-tackle filling going in there from the linebacker or the safety coming up. And that's a big deal. Other things happen is the tackle on that side. If they get double washed in, it leaves a big hole. But Connor's got to stay to avoid the big plays. That's his number one job, and he's doing it.
1st down and 10. High snap. Roll out. Throw. Incomplete. Pressure there
32.
by Alex Garand.
Yeah. Was that Garand? Yeah.
The senior put a hit on the quarterback there on the release. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
The Blues are covered on the play for Trinity. 2nd down 10.
So we see Garand
43-yard line.
coming really unheated there off the edge, gave the quarterback a bear hug.
Yep.
So 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Pioneers with a 21-7 lead, 21 unanswered points by Trinity. Pioneers slated to receive the third quarter kick as well. 5 minutes still to go until halftime. Valenti left side gallops through the hole and is down inside the 40.
Valenti.
Farron on the stop.
Carried to the 37.
Not before a gain of about 6. We get a third and looks like 4 coming up.
Yeah, Farron's been working there. He believe he was backside on the linebacker. You really want that lead linebacker to be able to get in on that tackle early. Right now, Plymouth is doing a good job attacking that left off tackle.
Another big third down play. Clock ticking down towards 4 minutes.
This is a big play. You're right, Nick.
3rd and 4. Sanborn the gun here. A rare formation. Handoff Valenti. Left side run. Breaks a tackle and then breaks another. Still on his feet. Finally before Bishop brings him down shy of the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Ben Valenti far from done.
17-yard pickup for the senior and a first down for Plymouth.
Yep.
Bishop with his 4th tackle.
First down 10, Plymouth.
That is a kid refusing to go down.
No, he's heart and soul, Nick. Of any program he's in, he's going to be part of that heart and soul that makes the engine go. And Coach Sanborn relies on him heavily, but was very smart at giving him a little break there for a while. Now you see the real Ben Valenti back again, just with a couple of extra breaths.
Quarterback sneak. Sanborn down to about the 16-yard line.
This is all setting up down and distance plays for the running game.
Sanborn
If they can get 4 or 5 on every time they do that, Coach Sanborn will be more than happy. And it looks like they got about 4.5 there. So this sets up the running game where they kind of got to cover for both pass and run still, but it still keeps the defense guessing on what the playbook is wide open here. So this is a good situation for Plymouth. This is what they like to do offensively.
2nd and 4. This drive starting to eat up some time here. Coming up on 3 minutes to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis. See if we can get you a Salhegan Pelham score as well. All coming up at the break. Sanborn on the drop, throws. He's got a man, and it's a touchdown.
Well done. Well
Cooper
done.
Legacy wide open on the backside, a 16-yard strike, and it's a one-score game again at 21-13.
Well, defensive back, I don't know who it was, Nick, on that side. We'll figure it out in replay. But you're going to see he kind of gave up. He said the quarterback is not going to see him, and he's not going to be able to get it to him. Well, not this young man. Look at the nice work in the pocket. He sees the break. He throws it high over the defender. And who else?
Attempting the extra point.
So Legacy with the catch, a 16-yard hook up, and now Stone on for the extra point, and that is up and good.
That changes the complexion of the first half significantly, Nick. Trinity kind of owned momentum there from midway through the first quarter, but that is a big comeback touchdown right there. Gets the score within 1.
And an impressive drive as
Very.
well. 80 yards.
Methodical.
Right. I believe it began back at the 20.
Yep.
So an 80-yard drive, multiple minutes. They chew up most of that on the ground, and they
6
go to
minutes.
the air to finish it off. Sanborn's first touchdown pass of the afternoon.
I think it was in the 8s, Nick, on the clock. So we're looking around 6-minute drive down there. Very, very effective. And everything is about setting up that 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 4. You can do that. That opens up that play-action pass thing because you have to still defend for the run. The down and distance is close enough where the defense has to react, and that's what opens up plays like that. But you definitely want to see, he's got a double responsibility, the D-back. He's got Sanborn around the corner. He's got a defender come up, and he says, I'm going to take defending the run here. I don't think he can get it to him, and he does.
Short kick from Stone. Going to land along the sideline and roll out of bounds.
The ball is out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and there's a flag on the play.
So 21-14. The Plymouth touchdown does quiet the Trinity fans, at least for the moment. And there is referee Jason Patch.
I see Butch Muntz out there as well, the man with the ball, the referee official with the ball. He's been coaching for officiating for decades.
He's today's umpire.
Yep, he's been doing it a long time, knows the game extremely well. New Butch from the North Country. Been very, very dedicated to football and many, many years of service.
So following the penalty, which is the second against the Bobcats, service leads the Trinity.
What a throw.
With a nice pass. Catch made, still on his feet.
Wow.
That was again Zabuza, his fourth catch. But there's a flag on the play.
Unbelievable.
Let's see if it stands. If it does, it's a big-time pickup of nearly 30.
It's holding.
But
Wow.
it's coming back against Trinity.
Russo made the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know. I was watching that ball go down about 8 feet above the ground, 110 miles an hour, Nick, out of Ollie Service's hands. That was a bullet on target right there. That's a big, big penalty in this game right now, Nick. You got 2:43 left. They would have been down around the 40-yard line if they're so. And what a turnaround now. You're looking at what? First and 20 instead.
Yeah, the penalty bug's starting to bite Trinity a bit.
Yeah.
That's their fifth penalty of this first half. 5 for 35, including that holding call there. And 2 for 30 on the other side against Plymouth.
That's a big call right there.
First and 20. From the Pioneer 25-yard line. Man in motion, they fake to him. They keep it with service, and the Pioneer quarterback is lucky to pick up 2 there.
Yeah, Plymouth, the Bobcats feeding off of that penalty right there. Know they got some momentum with them. That penalty keeps it with them because they were about to lose it there on that long pass if that was successful. And they're feeling a little better right now where they're positioned in the game, and they're fighting hard. But
good play in the trench by Hussein Usarian. 5'11", 240-pound defensive tackle. The senior, though, going to trot off the field.
Yep.
Second down, 19.
And I believe check in with the trainer, so we'll watch on Osirian's return. Meanwhile, second down and 18 after just a 2-yard pickup for service. Now near side, and Service lays the wood himself. Meets up with Marsh on the corner and dropped the shoulder out to the 31-yard line. And let's see here, 3rd and long coming up. No, that wasn't Service. I'm sorry. That was Alejandro Foden on his first carry.
Yeah, you're going to see Dominic Tatone again on lead blocking, opening up Service's lane right there. He's done a terrific job lead blocking on that side. He shoots a great lane to get body position on the defenders.
Stopped in the end by Ciotti, the nickelback.
Connor in motion.
3rd down and 14. Service throws over the middle. He's got Bishop. Bishop spins for the first down.
What a player. What a player.
They needed 14. They get 16. And Trinity's got another first down.
Well, it's just great offensive line work, giving them some time. Great blocking. Connor Bishop, get him in motion, runs a fantastic route there, and look at that throw by Ollie, right on the money.
Taken down by Brody Rousseau, and now a timeout on the field.
He's got a gun.
Just over a minute to go until halftime, so Trinity clearly looking for more points. Again, Plymouth will receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, everything changes here, Nick, if Trinity can get it in the end zone for 7 or 6 or 7. Everything changes, kind of goes back to where it was if they can wind up going in here. Even if they get a field goal, it's still positive points. But with this passing attack, they can move the ball down the field very quickly. Did you say how many timeouts they had, Nick? I've got, it looks like 1, right?
Yeah, Trinity 1 left.
Okay.
And Plymouth with 3 remaining. But you're right, back to your point about a potential field goal here. That would at least make it a 2-score game.
Right.
So any points welcome here before the break by the Pioneers,
well,
if you're a Trinity fan.
Plymouth stops them here. They go in with a good feeling that they've kind of closed the gap in this game.
Again, a wide open spread offense here. Empty set, 5 receivers. Quick throw, it's a screen for DiRepo. DiRepo breaks to his right, makes a man miss, and has a first down.
Nice job by Davey.
Down to the 39-yard line.
Well, they've been focusing a lot on Bishop and the other receivers of Trinity, and Davey is wide open. Look at that move. Nice job. Grab what's there and get out of bounds. Smart job by DiRepo.
DiRepo
Good
scored
catch.
on a 15-yard run for Trinity. That's his second catch. 2 grabs for 16 yards. That one going for 13. So inside of a minute, first down and 10, ball at the 39-yard line. Plymouth just 3 down linemen here. They're going to rush a fourth, and that's the difference. As Amidi Meltwali able to meet service in the hole for a minimal gain.
Don't understand that call, Nick, to be honest with you. Going up, you've got the passing game just roaring. Athletically, they're beating the defensive backfield, and now they just burned about 20 seconds.
They also lost a yard officially. Meanwhile, a wild snap picked up by Datone, and he's driven down near midfield. Legacy with the tackle. The clock is continuing to tick. Now we have a timeout. All this with just inside of 30 seconds remaining. So not a good sequence of events if you're the home team there.
Yeah, well, you got the run, you got the repo going down, getting the first down, out of bounds, stops the clock. You still got a timeout. You need to protect that timeout when you especially need it. And then you do a handoff run up the middle, and it doesn't go anywhere. I get that if all of a sudden the tackles are, out on the edge or something, you go up in the middle of the field, but you're still going to be in the middle of the field, and you're kind of giving up that timeout to stop the clock right there. So I don't understand the initial element of the call or reasons for the call, but nevertheless, here we are, and I think to some extent a really good opportunity. But with this passing attack, who knows, Nick? Ollie Service could hit somebody downfield because they have the receivers to do it. But good job by Plymouth responding to the defensive responsibility here.
So out of the timeout, 3rd down and 19. The first down marker is all the way at the 29. Service rears, fires, and this one is dropped incomplete.
I don't know if that was meant for hook and a ladder or not, or he was just trying to, don't know.
Zabuza, who's been excellent in this first half, may have taken his eye off it. So incomplete. And now a 4th down and 19. You're right, Steve. There may have been some trickery.
I think there was
sleeve there.
Yeah,
could have been a hook and ladder.
Yep. I think it was meant to be a hook and ladder, and he started lateraling it before he actually got possession.
Right.
And I think that was brought on by a defender right there. So he was looking to get rid of it quickly.
So 4th and 19, Bishop on to punt.
These Bobcats are fighting and clawing their way back, no pun intended, but they are.
Yep, in a good spot now, down 7, set to get the ball back.
They're a tough football team.
Inside of 30 seconds. This one is sky high.
I like it.
Mile up in the air, takes a bounce inside the 20, rolls inside the 15, and the Pioneers will down it at about the 14-yard line. Clock ticks all the way down to 14 seconds.
Everything in special teams is about doing the little things in the kicking game, Nick. That thing had snow on it when it came down, and that's what you want. No run back. Get your coverage downfield. Don't let anybody like a Ben Valente get a clean break on a line drive kick. That was well orchestrated and well done by Trinity to stop anything significant on a special play.
So now the question arises, how aggressive does Plymouth get here? Trapped in their own 14-yard line. I doubt we see much.
I can't imagine you would, Nick. I think what you do here is you go in and recognize you were down 21-7. It's 21-14, and you've gained a little of that momentum back. You want to down it and go into that clubhouse and say, look, guys, see what you can do. And Coach Sanborn does his thing with a halftime speech to get them motivated because they are feeling a lot better than they did 12 minutes ago.
Yep, and again, Plymouth is set to get the football to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
So Sanborn, senior, has a word with Sanborn Jr., so to speak. Chris, of course, the head coach, and Caven is the quarterback.
They can have a special relationship, like Coach Knight and his son, the father-son team here for the Bobcats. You got to have a special relationship, and they do. And the record and the performance speaks for itself.
Yeah, we've seen that a few different spots. Of course, in Bedford
Not
as well.
Everybody can
season.
do it. Yep.
Right, with Coach Matthews and Matthews now the senior quarterback for Bedford. By the way, a big win last night for the Bulldogs. They advanced to the semifinals after taking care of business against Winnicott. That, of course, is in the Division I tournament, so we have the Final Four set there. And the Final Four playing out this afternoon in Division II. We'll hope to get a look at what's going on in Amherst between Souhegan and Pelham coming up at halftime of this game.
I talked to somebody really quickly, Nick, about the game last night in Bedford, and they said, look, this has nothing to do with Winnicott not being a good team. It's just Bedford's that good.
By the way, I misspoke earlier. You're right. Our director, Ben, bringing this to our attention as Valenti goes up the middle. It's a first down and then some. It's Trinity who's going to receive the second half
Yep.
kick. Plymouth won the toss and elected to receive to begin the game. So the Pioneers are actually set to receive to begin the second half.
Get the feeling, Nick, plenty of drama left in this contest.
Oh, I'd say. After a 12-yard pickup, Valenti goes back up the middle for about 5 more. That should bring us finally to halftime. What a game we've got brewing here in Manchester. Punch, counter-punch, counter-punch. 21-14.
Yep.
Through now 24 minutes of action. Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard, Steve's keys to the second half, and much, much more all on the way. What a game. Trinity 21, Plymouth 14 at halftime. You are watching our coverage of the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II Semifinals. Here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Halftime here in Manchester. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II Semifinals. And right now, Trinity leading Plymouth 21-14. Bobcats got on the board first. Made a statement on that opening drive. Long touchdown run from Ben Valenti, who was spectacular in that first half. put Plymouth out in front 7-0, but then Trinity with 21 unanswered points got a couple of key fourth down stops defensively, and the offense led by quarterback Ollie Service. Not to be denied, Service hooked up with Tate Zabuza. 33 yards out to tie the game at 7. That was our score after 1. Davey DeRepo, the senior receiver, on a 15-yard run gave Trinity their first lead in the first minute of the second quarter, 14-7. Then Service on a 4th and 8. Highlight for the ages, 46-yard touchdown run, scramble. Extended the Pioneer lead to 21-7. It's about 4 minutes into the second quarter. And then Plymouth with a long drive just before halftime. Capped off on a Chris Sanborn to Cooper Legacy touchdown pass. That was the lone completion for the Plymouth quarterback in that first half. But it goes for 6. And now a 7-point game at the break. 14-7. Trinity is set to receive to begin this third quarter.
That was a good half of great effort put in for the fans watching this game. And you can just tell players on the field on both sides are giving it up for their teammates and their communities. They're giving it up in a big way. That run by, what we saw last night with Cody Jackson, Nick, what we just saw with Ollie Service, and we've talked about it all year, the quarterback's play in this is the kicking year and the quarterback year. We are seeing quarterbacks just playing it with great leadership, great talent, great cerebral capabilities, and great skills. And you're seeing that on the field tonight. Also, Kevin Sanborn with the program offensively got. It's not designed to be psychedelic or big and fancy, but he's managing his football team as well extremely well. And both quarterbacks doing a great job today. There is one thing that I will bring up as a key here. If Trinity's going to have this penalty, this laundry issue in the second half with penalties, that's going to create an uphill battle for them because it's really affecting them. These penalties are coming at key times. But the great teams work through those things, and they still got a 21-14 lead. But if you're Trinity, you kind of think to yourself, I had an opportunity to go in here potentially with a 2-score lead. They're going to get the football, and that statement they make when they first get the ball on this possession, Nick, is going to be a big one, and what they do to it. And I think it's going to define third quarters, define games to such a degree when you go in like this. So
some of the stats from those first 2 quarters. Ben Valenti, we mentioned, the workhorse for Plymouth, senior with 17 carries and 173 yards. Kevin Sanborn for Plymouth, as we mentioned, just the 1 completion, a 16-yard touchdown, did add 20 rushing yards.
That was a good one.
On 6 carries. And for Plymouth, Ollie Service, 6 completions, 113 yards, and a touchdown. 4 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. And defensively, contributions from both Alejandro Foden and J.P. Farron, 4 tackles apiece for Trinity.
Yep.
Well, Plymouth, they won the coin toss. They elected to receive, so now the Pioneers of Trinity set to receive this third quarter kick. Elsewhere in the Division II semifinals, the other D2 game we're keeping an eye on, Sauhegan and Pelham. That's a 27-7 halftime lead for Sauhegan.
They are just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and they are going to be a force to contend with. But whoever wins this game, Nick, is going to be these are both good football teams, and
of course the next round, the championship game. That's a neutral site. It'll be played at Pinkerton Academy.
Yep, great field.
And again, Sauhegan, the lone undefeated team remaining in the Division II field.
2 more standouts, Nick, on Trinity for the half. We're talking about than Ben Valenti and Cavan and company on the Bobcat side is Tate Zabuza. Yep. And I just got to throw Dominic Datone in there. His work, if you ever would have looked at a film of a guy that opened up so much of that offense, it was him.
Yeah, you mentioned Zabuza, 3 catches, 67 yards. That included that 33-yard touchdown. He almost had an interception on defense as well.
And had a reception, another 35-yard reception that got called back on a holding call.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Just burning off the final few seconds of the halftime clock, and we're set to kick here to begin the third quarter. Again, Trinity set to receive. They'll work right to left.
Ben Valente. Give him a little bit of rest. I thought Coach Sanborn did a magnificent job of taking him out when he needed it, puts him back in the game, and was a huge factor in going down and scoring that touchdown to bring it within one score.
Short kick from Stone over the head of DeTone, fielded off the ground by Malith, and Malith has absolutely no options here.
Oh, it's
driven out of bounds. A borderline late hit there, but the officials have done a good job giving the players the benefit of the doubt.
Yep. Makes for a better game.
So, 1st and 10, as Trinity brings out the offense to begin this drive at their own 27-yard line. Again, a gorgeous day in the southern New Hampshire area. 44 degrees here in Manchester, sunny skies. And these conditions should hold throughout the second half. Got an empty set to begin here. We saw this often in the first half, and have seen it often all season. Service against a four-man rush. Throws to his right. Bullet is caught. Then DeTone loses his balance.
Well, he had somebody on his tail there, Nick. He was trying to accelerate, but the ball was thrown a little bit low. Tried to come back with it. And good coverage there by Plymouth.
Sorry, Steve. Just a 1-yard gain. Now on 2nd and 9, back to the air, and this is a first down. Tate Zabuza.
He is something else.
His 4th catch of the afternoon goes for about 12 and a first down.
He's a junior, Nick. So.
And Marsh on the tackle.
Yeah, part of the future as well.
Good catch by Connor there.
And Bishop a short gain on first down. Across to the 45-46, a gain of 6. So Service stays red hot. 6 completions in that first half. He's already 3 for 3 on this drive, which is less than a minute old.
Well, coming out slinging, Nick. Short stuff underneath. The upstairs gonna watch the defensive backfield and the outside linebackers, see where they're shading to. Right now they're playing way off, so they'll play the underneath game.
Here's a 5-man rush. DeTone in the flat. Met and dropped shy of the first down marker. Good tackle there by Metwally.
Yep.
His second stop. Now a 3rd down and 1 coming up.
Little bit of chatter here going back and forth between these two competitive programs.
On the tackle at the 49.
All in good spirit, though.
Yeah. DeTone going to stay in the backfield for the moment to the right of Service. Looks at Coach Cathcart, calls his own number, breaks 1 tackle, but cannot avoid the second man as he's dragged down by the jersey. Logan Marsh, one of the co-captains, with a big 3rd down stop. Trinity loses yards, and now a 4th and 5 coming up.
Logan just showed you a little bit of his strength right there. Watch him hold on to the jersey right here. Fabulous job right there. That's a good open field tackle in the back of the line of scrimmage, Nick. That's exactly what Plymouth wanted to do right here, is get them to 4th down and with a down and distance situation, and they're going to go for it. This is really interesting call right here.
4th and 6. Service off the bad snap, throws it deep down the sideline, too deep, and incomplete. There is a big exchange as Plymouth gets a 4th down stop. They're going to take over in Trinity territory at the 44.
Yeah, if you're down 2 scores, I get it. But if you're up a score and control the game and your defense has just been stellar throughout the whole game, I would have kicked that away, Nick. And then they have a great kicker as well, and they've done extremely well. That to me, the reward isn't there for the risk. But you know what? They're still up 21-14. The defense is going to have to dig in here really, really deep.
So Plymouth, after trailing by 2 scores, got a chance to tie the football game. A 21-14 contest. Valenti, left side, slices through the line. He's down inside the 40. For he's held up by Bishop about a yard shy of the stick, a 9-yard carry.
Well,
as Ben Valenti's big day continues. Meanwhile, Bishop with 5 tackles now for Trinity.
along with Alejandro Foden.
which is a team high.
Second down.
Yep.
2.
They give Foden credit as well.
Well, Plymouth, Coach Sanborn loves 2nd and 2s with their offense. It opens up so many opportunities. Let's see what they do here.
Valenti is the back. They keep it with the quarterback. And he's got a first down. Sanborn goes straight ahead for a gain of 4.
Sanborn carried on the play.
Well, we saw that plenty in the first half as well. Sanborn 6 carries,
Gentlemen,
20 yards,
Mateo on
many
the
of them
tackle at the 31.
of the QB
First down,
sneak
10,
variety.
Plymouth.
The latest QB sneak sets up a 1st and 10 at the Pioneer 31. Just over 3 minutes gone by, third quarter. A trip to next weekend's championship game on the line. This one a rematch from back in September. 1st and 10, Valenti, left side, tripped up in the hole.
No, that's not Valenti. That's how good they hand off and decoy right there. I believe that's the fullback, Nick.
No, that was Valenti.
Was it Valenti?
It's a gain of 1.
All right, who was that went around the left-hand corner? I thought that was Valenti. Having trouble picking up the numbers there. Who was that going around?
Well, it was Legacy on the lead block.
Okay.
And then the ball carrier was Valenti. He was tripped up. Genzel Mateo has done a good job up front for Trinity.
Sure has.
Given credit with the stop. 2nd down.
Big play here for Trinity.
Back to Valenti, right side this time, and he does squeeze through the hole. Breaks loose. 1st down and then some, and driven down by Malik at about the 5-yard line. A 26-yard pickup for Valenti that puts him over 200 on the afternoon.
You know, he does everything right, McKenna. Look at him protect the football as he goes through the holes, but he just slides off a block so well, and then he gets some open space and just takes it. I thought he was going to take it to the house. This is actually a very good defensive play coming in from the sideline on the backside. That's a heck of a job right there by that young man. I don't know who that was.
That was Malith saved the touchdown.
He sure did. That was a terrific, terrific defensive play, but not until offensively Ben Valenti
They give it
doing
back
his
to
thing
him.
out there.
He's not scored today. He's done everything else, including probably drive the bus down from Plymouth. And he stopped here at about the 4-yard line and is still shy of that end zone.
I don't know when he found time with all this football practice to get a CDL license, Nick. I don't know. You're a master of that. I don't know. It's a lot of work.
But speaking of work, latest tally, let's see. He's got well over 200 now and facing a 2nd down and goal here.
Yeah, wind has shifted from in their face to off to the
210
to the left here.
The latest count. The wind dying down a bit. They keep it with
he's
Sanborn. He's up the middle.
Left
and
guard.
Plymouth is within a point. 21-20 touchdown
See if
for Sanborn, the junior.
See if we can see the left guard here in slow-mo, if we can get that. These guys are so well trained. Watch them come out low. Left guard there, right next to the center. Watch him just kick into the – oh, wow, what a great clean out right there. These linemen from Plymouth, Nick, are something else. Watch, you're going to see the left guard here, number 51. Watch this. Comes in, it cleans it right out, leads. And let me tell you, if he gets through, Cavan's going to be able to go through just fine.
21-21 after the extra point from Stone is up and good, and we're nearly midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, that's well done.
And we're right back to square one, a tie game. Plymouth took the initial lead on a long run from Ben Valenti, 21 unanswered points by Trinity.
Great chip right there.
A touchdown just before halftime by Plymouth. Got the Bobcats back within 1. And here in the third quarter, they get the 4th down stop on defense near midfield, take advantage of the short field, and cap it off with a QB keeper. So Sanborn, a 3-yard touchdown, and we are tied at 21.
I think you look at the crowd right there, folks. I think they're a little bit stunned, maybe not stunned, but a little surprised that this is a tie ball game here. But anytime you take a risk and go for it, there's a downside. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a risk. And that's what happened right there. You give the Bobcats the ball on the 40-yard line in your own territory. That was a short distance, and Valenti made it even shorter.
Now Valenti, the big 26-yard run that set up ultimately the touchdown from Sanborn. The kick from Stone is a squib down the middle. Takes a roll inside the 25 where it's scooped up. DiReppo trying to change direction.
He's got a lane there.
Right.
DiReppo, a free pass to midfield. Down the sideline, still a lot.
Oh, he lost the ball.
Ground. It's loose,
Still out.
and it's being poked around, and Plymouth may have recovered. They do. Bobcat football. An outstanding run by DiReppo until the end. Disaster strikes, ball comes out, and Steve, we have officially our first turnover of the afternoon.
Well, we talked about that in Keys, Nick. Turnovers are a big factor, Nick, and I don't really understand what happened there. It looks to me like he was running wide open with one arm in it on the outside here. When you get contact, yeah, he just kind of left that out there to be broken up. He was trying to make another great play. Had some good dodges, but when you get in traffic, that's the risk you take when you try to, jockey your way through the line there.
Tried to swim his way upstream, and Brody Russo got a piece of the football, forces the fumble, and then it's recovered ultimately by the kicker, Bryson Stone.
Give Davey all the credit in the world for finding the crease. He's got blockers out in front of him, but at some point, look at that right there. You're trying to go, and the ball comes loose. That's a risky way to carry the ball. So, big turnover. Plymouth just went down and scored on a short field. Now a turnover gives it back to him. This is a massive potential turnaround if Plymouth can work the ball down into the end zone.
Big momentum swing. Bobcats take over at their own 36-yard line. They go back to the ground.
And a fumble!
Out, and Trinity has it.
Wow.
Back-to-back fumbles.
And there he is, number 5. Wally Service.
It's Service on the recovery.
Well, Davey DiReppo, I'm sure, is feeling much better now than he was before. The momentum swings in this game, Nick. We said there was probably going to be a lot of drama second half, but this is beyond what I even thought here with 2 turnovers in 2 plays.
Logan Marsh
wound and back.
Could not secure the football there. It was Marsh on the carry.
Let's see what happens. Just same sort of idea.
Stripped by Bishop.
And Ollie Service, Johnny on the spot there.
And recovered by Service. So 1st and 10, Pioneers from the
nice.
Bobcat 40. Hand off to DiReppo. He's tackled immediately.
That was a nice cut by DiReppo. That was a heck of a tackle there. Was that number 25, if I'm not mistaken? That was Brody Rousseau. That's a great tackle. You'll see it here on replay, folks.
2nd down, 8.
I thought Davey had it broken on the inside cut there, and he just came backside. Well, he just got kind of acrobatically moved his body back and was able to get in the watch the nice cut inside. Oh, that's just effort.
2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8. Play fake, Service in trouble. Gets rid of it.
Got him.
In the middle.
What a pass!
And into the end zone for the touchdown is Tate Zabuza.
Holy camole.
A 38-yard hookup, Service to Zabuza, and Trinity is back in front, 27-21.
Boy, this game is all over the map, Nick. Ollie fires a strike to his number 1 receiver today for sure. And look at the athleticism to fight his way into the zone. That was close. Looked to me like he had the line to gain, though.
Service to Zabuza.
This is unbelievable.
2nd touchdown today for the junior.
Don't underestimate the importance of this point, Nick. Connor Bishop, usually very reliable.
They're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Flags come out.
It looks like they're going to move it back 5.
We have a flag on the play.
5 penalties against Trinity in that first half. Many of them were procedural penalties.
Yep.
Not seeing a flag either way so far in this
False
third
start.
quarter until right now. It
was called by the end zone official here.
Well, they signaled false start against Plymouth, which is impossible.
How in the world is that a false start against Plymouth?
Right.
Encroachment maybe, or offsides, but
not a false
never
start.
heard of a defensive false start.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see what they do with the football.
Yeah, I think it was just. But Ollie Service is saying that it's on Plymouth, so
they may go for 2 instead.
Well,
again, the football has not moved, so I'm still confused on what the call is here.
What's going on here?
It's either a false start against Trinity or...
Well, Jason Patch clearly signaled a false start, Nick. There's no question about that.
But again, he signaled against the wrong team. So the ball is at the 1. The penalty was against Plymouth, apparently.
Going after
Trinity,
the 2?
Yeah, is going to go for 2. Snap, handoff, round the corner, and untouched into the end zone goes Alex Garan for 2 more. So, a costly 1-yard penalty changes Coach Cathcart's mind, and it pays off. Instead of the extra point, they go for 2. They get the 2, and it's now 29-21 in favor of Trinity. So the turnover ultimately hurts Plymouth as they get the touchdown pass, and then Trinity adds the 2-point conversion.
I like the call, Nick. Everybody was blasting the inside gaps, and all of Plymouth's defense was focused there. And they definitely have a speed game advantage here. I think that does Trinity, and I like the call. Fake it through the middle and just have a foot race to the corner. So that's a big 2 points right there. That penalty cost another point. That's going to force Plymouth to do it. However, if you're going to have a football team that's going to need to get 2 points, Plymouth is definitely designed to do it with that tough, hard running game, Nick.
Yeah, this all on the heels of the back-to-back fumbles lost. We saw Trinity lose it on a kick return, and then the next play, Plymouth's Logan Marsh was stripped.
Yep.
Pioneers a short time later get the long touchdown pass as we see the replay. Zabuza, one of 2 scores through the air this afternoon. And the Pioneers right now with the momentum. But the momentum's been fickle. It has switched sides several times today. Long kick.
You're going to put it right to him again.
It's Stone drops the ball, picks it up at the 15, breaks to his left, trying to find the corner, swims through 2 defenders, breaks another tackle up to the 25 before he's stopped finally in his tracks right there.
Pretty good coverage. You got to give Trinity credit, Nick. They struggled in the first kickoff, but since then they've been really containing well on those kickoffs and doing a much better job and getting their defense a much more favorable field position and keeping, what was that, 25 there? If you're Trinity, you'll take that.
Tackle made by Bishop. He's been the high man today for Trinity, unofficially with half a dozen stops. We're halfway through the third quarter. Drama. That's been the name of the game today. We've gone back and forth. Pioneers out in front for the moment. 29-21, back to Ben Valenti. And the ball comes down. Or comes out late. He was down, says referee Jason Patch. They're going to mark him at about the line of scrimmage, so a short gain, if anything, there.
You're going to see it here. Clearly, I believe he was down.
Recovered the fumble for Plymouth at the 25-yard line.
Oh, that was close. It looked really close. I couldn't really tell if his knee had hit the ground. I was watching the ball come out of the arms, but it did look early, Nick. But who knows? Refs were right there.
And well, again, if you're just joining us, Ben Valenti, big afternoon, over 200 yards on the ground. Here's Sanborn on second down, and he's tripped up by Garand shy of the 30-yard line. 4, maybe 5 on the play, and again, 3rd and medium facing the Bobcats.
Yeah, this is one of those momentum third downs, Nick, for Plymouth. They got to give them a lot of credit in the second half of the second quarter. They really closed things, came out here. This is a time right now where this 3rd and 7 is really, really important. Don't know if they'll go for if this is 4-down territory or not, but to me, Nick, this is a big play of the game. Third quarter is such a big quarter.
It's been big so far. Paid out in Trinity's favor to this point. Valenti up the middle, runs into the official, still fighting for yards, and finally spun down at about the 45-yard line. 15 the hard way that time for Valenti.
Ben Valenti did not get the memo when you get hit, you're supposed to go down. He's obviously still learning that one. Let me tell you, this guy just keeps driving those legs and protecting the football, Nick, in a way that you really want a bell cow to carry it. And they're trying to wrestle it away, but they got to get him down. A lot of trouble trying to do that there.
Took nearly 11 players. First and 10 after the 15-yard pickup. Back to Sanborn, left side, and he crawls his way through the hole. Upfield to about the 48.
Sanborn carried on the
Give him
play.
3 there.
He's brought down at the 48.
Second and 7 as we creep towards 3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
29-21, 8-point difference. Plymouth, that's a big third down there with Ben Valenti getting that, Nick. They also changed field position now where Coach Sanborn can feel a little more comfortable opening up the playbook here. But when you've got a guy like Valenti to carry you out of your own zone like that, very, very valuable play. A good blocking up front here.
Second and 7. Pioneers with 5 down linemen. Valenti jumps through the hole. First ball is out and recovered again by the Pioneers.
Just was talking about ball security, Nick. And the guy that is the last guy you think that would let the ball go free, he is exactly. Let's take a look at this hit, I think. Oh, yeah, just real. Who was that coming in from the side? We'll see it from the other replay. This is a big play in the game. What is the referee communication about here?
Perhaps trying to spot the ball. As we see there, Valenti was.
Oh, yeah, what a hit by Connor Bishop, Nick.
Bishop came in.
Wow.
And then Johnny on the spot is Alex Garand on the recovery.
And Davey DeLeppo signals the first down.
By the way, that's the second forced fumble by Bishop today.
And one by Plymouth. So Trinity goes ahead on the turnover battle here.
2-0.
2-1, right?
2-0.
Well, what about the one that Davey DeReppo let go?
Oh, you're right. 2-1. Yep. Yep. Yeah, DeReppo, the lone
I thought I went into an alternate universe.
No,
there
you're
for
right. Yep. Lost it on the kick return. The very next play, Logan Marsh lost the football, recovered by Trinity, and now we see the Valenti fumble sets up Trinity.
Oh, another one.
And now the ball on the ground again. Another back-to-back fumble, and the Bobcats take over.
Somebody's got to want to hold on to the football here. This is unbelievable.
Really is.
I don't think I've seen 4 fumbles, Nick, in such a short period of time.
Especially 2 back-to-back. We saw the back-to-back plays, and now we see it again.
Wow.
All in the third quarter.
Going to get a better look right here. Yeah, never, boy. And these are the two, these are the players, coughing up the football that, some of that right there is he's arm pumping. He's only holding with one hand.
Aiden Bryant, the 6'2 senior, was the man who forced the fumble. Meanwhile, Ciotti, with a rare carry for Plymouth, gets down to the 36-yard line, a gain there of 2.
Don't go away, folks. This has all the makings of an incredible fourth quarter, the way these two teams are giving it up here and just playing a lot of parity in this game. A lot of good hitting, but all really needs to protect the football better than that, Nick, when he's going through the hole.
Well, that's the thing. I think all 4 of the fumbles.
Absolutely.
Only one hand on the football.
Yep.
Up the middle. And a big hit again in the hole applied by Foden. That's his 6th tackle.
Yeah, DeTone in there as well. Look at this on replay. You're just going to see scissor tackle on the bottom there, and then DeTone comes in and finishes it. He gets low. Look at that.
Yeah,
DeTone, bang. They tell you, these guys are.
They're hitting today.
They're hitting today, is right. Why wouldn't you want it today, Nick? This is just a perfect day for football.
And now a 3rd down and 7. Last 2 carries taken by Dominic Ciotti.
Can't say enough about this stadium and this venue.
Now Valenti is in the backfield. Counter play, and it's going to work here. Brody Russo with running room. He's got a 1st down, and he is fighting, still on his feet inside the 20 and brought down at the 19 after a 16-yard pickup for the junior running back, Brody Russo.
This is obstinate ambition. This is stubborn ambition right here. I don't care. I'm moving on here. Look at this. Wow.
18-yard line.
Just bulldozes his way through that tackle, turns around, spins, got two hands on the football. That's a heck of a run for his football team right there.
Ultimately, Service and Mateo on the takedown, but not before a big Plymouth first down. Inside the final minute, third quarter, another QB sneaker. Sanborn is down inside the 15 after a 4-yard gain.
And that 4 yards, Nick, on that play has really set them up on second and third down on all their successful drives. It just forces the defense to still honor both pass and run. Makes you got to want to try to protect the line of scrimmage, and it opens up all sorts of off-tackle opportunities.
Now, that may have been the final play of the third quarter.
I think it is.
They're not going to snap it here. They're going to wind down the clock, and we head to the fourth quarter. Pioneers in a wild game right now with a slim lead, 29-21, but Plymouth is knocking on the door. Drama on the other side. Fourth quarter next. You are watching the 2025 NHIAA Football Division II Semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. We're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, buckle up because here we go. Fourth quarter in Manchester, 29-21. 21. Trinity out in front of Plymouth, but the Bobcats knocking on the door. They're in the red zone. The football at the 15-yard line. A second down and 6. A wild snap, and Sanborn is going to lose yardage. As the Bobcat quarterback fortunate to get that one back. Had to somersault to recover. They're going to mark the football where? About the 25-yard line. Loss of 6.
You're going to see Cavan do the right thing here. There was never any thought about running the ball. He turned around, knows the situation, game situational football, and he did everything he could just to cradle that thing and pull it in the fetal position and protect the possession. Now you can go back, third down. It's 3rd and 16 or 17. However, you maintain possession.
Technically a sack there for J.P. Farron. 3rd down and 15. Sanborn back under center. Marsh in motion. He's going to throw back to the right side. He's got the tight end, Cooper Mack. And that's incomplete. Mack took his eye off it, heard the footsteps.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of those mental breakdowns, Nick, in this game. I just think it's because it's so close, so tight, everybody's really bearing down, and they're just the anticipation of getting the ball and getting downfield, and it's this game. This is just high emotion, high energy. Stakes are high.
16, 25-yard line.
These young men have worked all year long for this.
And now
both teams are winners in the mentality that they play with.
Decision time for Coach Sanborn. He's going to bring the kicking unit on here. This is going to be a lengthy field goal try. A 42-yarder here.
Nick, I've seen him. He can bang it.
Bryson Stone, he certainly got the leg. Trying to make this a 5-point game. Trailing
left to left.
29-21. Kick up and no good.
Heck of a kick, though, just the same. Off to the right. Had the distance.
That one goes wide right. And you're right, he had the leg, but
Put the ball in play.
too much to ask from that far side hash as that one just drifts right. And it's no good.
Well,
so
I was saying there earlier, Nick, the strong, powerful wind going left to right. You can see on the flag over there. It was even more so earlier.
So no good. Stays an 8-point game. Trinity takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Sorry, their own 20. All right.
Here we go again.
Under center comes Service. Let's see if Trinity runs the football here. Well, they were going to, but they're going to blow it dead.
Timeout. Trinity.
Is that right? Yeah, you're right.
Timeout, Trinity.
First one either way here of the second half. Something not right with Coach Cathcart as we see the longtime Trinity head football coach. Well, again, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS today. Glad to have that partnership alive and well. We'll do the same thing next weekend for the Division II championship game.
If you're interested in
and the Division I semifinals coming up next weekend as well. We'll have coverage here on the NFHS network. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals, and the rest of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire family are proud to provide it. Minute gone by, 4th quarter. This one has been back and forth. Plymouth got on the board first. Ben Valenti, a long touchdown run. And over 200 yards on the afternoon for the co-captain, but it has not been enough. It's Pioneers with 2 takeaways, a couple of 4th down stops, and a kid named Jack Service. Well, his younger brother, Ollie, has been the star here today. He's over the middle.
Did they get it?
Coming out of the timeout, incomplete.
Completely missed that call right there.
Well, they said the ball was tipped as well. There was some contact, but the officials say it was tipped, so the contact legal and thus incomplete.
Because there was no question that contact was defensive holding on the backside here. Watch this. See, completely turning his body around. But if it's tipped, to your point, it doesn't matter.
That was Valenti in on the coverage. At a 7-7 game after 1, Trinity scored at one point 21 unanswered and led by as many as 14. Here's a tackle in the flat as Garand is brought down by Cooper Legacy. That's Legacy's 4th tackle today. Plymouth scored just before halftime to pull back within 7. 21-14 was our score at the break. Then a wild 3rd quarter. We saw 4 fumbles on back-to-back plays, right? We saw Trinity give it away on a kick return, then Plymouth was stripped on the ensuing play, and then a few minutes later on back-to-back plays on offense, we had 2 takeaways. So a wild third quarter, maybe an understatement. Trinity service to Zabuza. That's been the connection through the air. And right now, that's the difference. They got a third quarter touchdown, then a 2-point conversion. So that's where we are, 29-21, with 2 minutes now gone by in this fourth quarter.
Going to be a little short here, but about 3 yards short, fourth down. What do you do here? I mean, last time you kicked it at your 35, you do have the lead here. I think that's the issue.
Brought down at the 28-yard line.
And they are going to go again.
They sure are. Not afraid to roll the dice.
Not afraid
their own
to
end.
roll the dice.
They're inside their own 30. Service is going to pooch punt this one.
Oh, I like that.
Nobody back deep for Plymouth. This one rolls inside the Bobcat 40 and will be down at about the 36.
Yeah, Coach Cathcart, I like that a lot because when nobody's back there, you don't get a run back. And, Plymouth's got some heavy guys that run the thing, and they're hard to bring down. Really like that call, and you've got a tremendous athlete doing it. So,
Service has done a little bit of everything today.
Yes, he has.
Had the long touchdown run in the second quarter and has thrown 2 touchdown passes today as well. He's also been involved defensively with 3 or 4 tackles.
Remind everybody, this is an 8-point, not a 7-point lead.
Right.
So this is going to take to tie it up a 2-point conversion if Plymouth can work it down the field. So
they'll take over at their own 36. Here's Marsh on a counter run. He's hit at the line of
ball's
scrimmage.
loose.
The ball came out. Trinity says they have it.
She says it's down.
The officials say he was down.
Yeah, I want to see this. It did seem like a delay, Nick, for the ball to come out, but we'll see it here.
I think he was down. So we get a look. Marsh has already surrendered 1 fumble.
I don't know. Let's see it from the backside. You're going to see it here.
Second down 8.
I don't know. That ball's out.
Yeah, he was out.
That ball is clearly out. That's not a good call there.
A break, I think, for Plymouth.
28-yard line.
That is clearly a fumble. That ball was out before it was the runner was down.
Well, again, easy for us to say here with the benefit of slow motion.
What's right is right here. What are you going to do?
Valenti, right side. Jump cut, first down, and then some. He's across midfield to the Pioneer 49-yard line. That's a gain of 13. So Valenti back to his old tricks. Belief with the tackle. He's starting to rack them up as well out of the secondary for Trinity. So a fresh set of downs for Plymouth. 1st and 10 coming at the Pioneer 49. And for the moment, this home crowd a little nervous here, quiet. The Bobcats accustomed to doing this, putting together long drives. But they are not used to doing it from behind. Trailed by as many as 14 today. Down 8. With now over 4 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter, and a timeout is called by Coach Sanborn. So each team now with 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, that's quite a break for Plymouth right there, Nick. I'll be honest with you. That's a big part of the game, and that has a potentially to be a very impactful game call in the game. You hate to see that. Look, nobody supports officials more than I do. They make mistakes, and you have to overcome that sometimes. Sometimes things aren't going to go your way, and let's see what Trinity can do here on defense. But Plymouth got a little bit of new life here. Able to get first downs. They're moving the sticks. Offensive line's firing off the ball well here.
We get another look at that call that was ruled not a fumble.
It wasn't even close.
It was close. Marsh's left knee was close, Steve. Come on. You've got to give some credit to the officials here. All 5 of them were on the field. None of them ruled it a fumble.
That ball was in midair as he was going down.
First down and 10.
Don't agree.
Out of the timeout. The Bobcat drive continues. Handoff, Brody Russo around the corner, breaks a tackle,
What a run.
and he's going to drag Service with him up the sideline to about the 31-yard line. That's an 18-yard pickup there.
Yeah, we've seen this, Nick, with Plymouth. We've covered them multiple times. That young man can run the football, too. Make no mistake about it. It isn't just Ben Valenti. And when Valenti needs a rest, he goes in there and gets the job done. And he's a very, very strong runner himself.
Yeah, he's starting to pile them up. 5 carries now for 45 yards in the game. Most of that in this second half.
Captain as well.
Yep. Valenti on a quick hitter.
Nice tackle there.
Yep. Taken down in the hole immediately by Bishop.
Connor Bishop.
I've got Bishop now for 8 tackles and 2 forced fumbles.
Valenti.
But Valenti will take the 4-yard gain to set up a second down and 6.
Bishop on the tackle.
Meanwhile, the clock starting to tick a little bit here. Nearly 5 minutes in fourth quarter. Trinity's lead holding up for now, 29-21. Football at the 28. Second down and 6. Sanborn with 2 wingbacks, 1 in motion. Handoff, Valenti, right side run. Squeezes through the hole. Still alive near the 20. Looking for that first down stick.
This is just model blocking, Nick, as you see those offensive right guard and right tackle just doing a tremendous job. And Valenti just follows their tails right through the – look at the inside blocking there. What a great job. And what tremendous work this man has done. I'd like to know how many yards he's got after initial impact. It's been off the charts for sure.
That I cannot tell you, but I agree. It has got to be the majority.
Yeah.
Perhaps the majority of his total rushing.
Such a great runner.
Down to the 21.
Offensive line doing a great job there for him.
And he got 10 more officially on that carry. Or 6 more, I guess. Meanwhile, another right side run. And more positive yards here for the Bobcats as Russo is down close to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, this is very fatiguing, Nick, or causes a great deal of fatigue when you got runners who just refuse to go down. They're feeling like everybody on Plymouth is feeling like they're going downstairs. And Trinity in this situation is feeling like defensively, workload-wise, they're going upstairs. And that can tire the defense out. But sometimes you just got to dig in. We'll see what they can do here. But Plymouth looking solid right now.
We hit the midway point, fourth quarter. Inside of 6 minutes now to go. Ball at the 17 on a 2nd and 6. And another big push pile up the middle, rugby style. Sanborn somewhere in the middle.
Carried on the play for Plymouth.
Protecting the football on his way to the ground with 2 arms. They're going to mark him somewhere between the 12 and 13-yard line. That's about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yep.
Shy of the first down stick.
Again, this offensive surge by Plymouth is strong, Nick. This is what they like to do. Coach Sanborn's got to look out there and like what he's seeing. And the big thing is it's taking playtime off the clock as they're attempting to get it in the end zone. But they have to get it in the end zone or at least get on the board to break inside that 8-point lead.
Yep. 3rd and 1 from the 13. Left side run, Valenti. Zigzags, first down, spun down inside the 10, close to the 5.
Yep.
Eventually brought down by Garand on his 5th stop today.
Yep.
But the Valenti train continues to roll on. That's a gain of 7, and it's now 1st and goal.
Yeah, if you the offensive line knows runners. I mean, they understand if we get a crack of light for this young man, he is going to carry us through, and they're getting that for him on this drive. This is vintage Plymouth Bobcat football right here. You're seeing it, and it wears defenses down.
Takes us inside of 5 minutes to play.
Clock really burning right now.
Starting to become a factor. Handoff left side, Valenti into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, that's just, we're going to give it to the guy who got us downfield. He's going to be the guy who's going to score for us. Nice block there on the left tackle there. Give him a little space. You're going to see right here. Watch the left tackle. Look at that. 54 seals him off. Now it's a one-on-one battle, and he just carries. You're going to go one-on-one with Ben. Not many people are going to match up, and he's going to carry you in the end zone.
So now the biggest play of the afternoon on the way.
So
the 2-point conversion, 29-27, Trinity out in front. Valenti scores his 2nd touchdown of the day. That one a 4-yard carry. And now the difference between a tie game and a 2-point Trinity lead on the line here with 4:25 to play in the fourth quarter. Football at the 2-yard line.
This has been quite a game, really. Momentum shifts. That's what makes games exciting is momentum shifts, and you're seeing a ton of them. So Plymouth will will give up 1 timeout. That'll leave them 2-2 here.
No, they already used one.
Well, it's saying maybe they just didn't take it off the board yet. There we go. You're right. So 1 timeout left.
But if you're going to take a timeout ahead of a play, this is the time to do it here, obviously.
Well, you got to tie the big game up before you can win it. So there's just no way. So you're going to have to get another possession. One thing is for sure that it's 27-29. So a field goal still works, but you really want to tie this thing up.
Yeah.
This is a big play because it forces a tie, which means you're not playing from behind anymore. You're even Steven with them with a Trinity potentially here going to have
here we go.
Final possession. Who knows?
Sanborn under center. Keeps it himself. Make that Marsh. Marsh on a quarterback keeper is stopped short.
It's a big play.
And the 2-point try is no good.
Big play right there. Now Trinity can play the clock game, Nick.
Crowd celebrating the stop. And an interesting call there. They bring Marsh under center. Not Sanborn. Marsh takes the snap, runs to his right, and you see the pileup ensues near the 1-yard line. So the Bobcats, they get the touchdown. They don't get the 2-point conversion, in Trinity for the moment out in front 29-27.
15 from Trinity gets right in there. Alexander Foden, Alejandro Foden, trying unbelievable job finding the seam and really the lead defender in on that, and then he got support from his teammates. But look at what that not getting the 2 points does. It also forced them to take not forced them, but they chose to take another timeout. So now they've only got 1 timeout, Nick, to stop the clock. So if Trinity goes to a power ground game, there's only 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. And don't forget, Trinity's a running offense with 1 timeout. They're not a passing offense per se. So if Trinity can move the stick at least once, maybe twice, I would say they'd have it in hand here with only 1 potential stoppage. But that's a tall order with this great Bobcat defense, Nick. But that's a big play. Wow.
Meanwhile.
But one other thing, to Plymouth, they have a kicker that can kick it from 40-some-odd yards, so that's a factor as well in this game. So they don't have to get down to the 15, 20-yard line. They can kick it from the 25, 27.
Meanwhile, some personnel issues here with Trinity caused a bit of a delay. They do have 11 on the field now. Stone's kick takes a hop at the 20 and is fielded right there. Coming back near side. Good tackle from behind.
Yeah, I think Davey thought he could outrun him.
That's our Bargwin with the stop. And a good open field stop, indeed.
Certainly Plymouth likes their field position on the cover right there, Nick, but what Trinity wants is the first downs. That's what they want. Move the ball, stay in bounds, get first downs, and burn the clock with 4:20 left here.
That's a heck of a tackle.
It is a heck of a tackle.
Eli Ibargwin, his second stop of the afternoon, the senior.
Davey was kind of stuttering back there, almost like he felt, I can beat this guy around the corner. When he turned on the gas, he underestimated the speed of that young man. Who was that, Nick, that came in for that tackle?
Ibargwin.
Okay.
Ibargwin.
Heck of a job.
Yep. All right, 1st and 10. I formation for the first time this afternoon. And it's a handoff to the fullback. Ball on the ground.
Got it back, though.
And, yes, 2nd down coming up.
But if you're Plymouth, you like that because now it's probably lost a yard there.
Yeah, Osarian, who's made some waves up front for Plymouth, nearly recovered that one.
Yeah.
As we see there, not quite on the same page on the handoff to DeTone. Ends up as a stop for Aiden Bryant. And a loss of 2 for Trinity.
Holding on to the football has been a challenge for both teams, Nick, the second half here.
To say the least.
Yep, and it's you never know what's going to happen. There's just something out there.
2nd and 12. Another handoff left side. No, they keep it with Service. Great fake. Quarterback bootleg over the 25.
He's close.
Tackled inbounds shy of the 30.
Really close, depending on where they're going to No, looks like he's
a yard short.
No, yard short. Yep.
First down stick at the 29. They mark him at the 28. A gain of 8 there for service.
Naked boot right there, Nick. That was well done. That was well orchestrated. All of the line acted as if it was a run. They did a great job there.
They get 8, and then they keep it with service.
I don't think they got it. We'll see where it is. Kind of ran into the pack. I didn't see any movement. I don't know if Jason's going to call a.
He may call for the chain gang.
Yeah, I think.
On the tackle.
It's going to be close. It's hard to tell where they have those sticks, Nick. To me, it looks a little short.
I think he's about a half yard short.
Yeah, me too. But it's hard with where they're holding those sticks in the sidelines.
Right. We're about to find out either way. Game paused with 2:53 to go. Reminder after the game, stats, highlights, analysis. Check in on the other semifinal between Souhegan and Pelham as well. Sabres had a big halftime lead at last look. That's all coming up at halftime. Or after the game, I should say.
Yeah, they're short. Okay, what do you do now? You put the game on the line right here, or do you kick it and trust your defense?
I think Trinity's going to go for it.
I think he is too. I see all these service out there, but again, they could pull another one of those
pooch punts,
which work very effectively for him with no run back. I just got a funny feel in this case, Nick. He's going to put it on the line here. Coach Cathcart has had a lot of those calls today. He really, you usually get maybe 1 or 2 of those. He's got about 5, and I think this is number 6, where it's really tight, really close. If you really look, you can kind of see if he's going to go for it or going to pooch punt. Looks to me he's under center unless he backs out later.
Yeah, they got a jumbo formation here.
He may try to get him to jump, too. This could be a deal to try to get him to go off go off sides.
Meanwhile, Plymouth, they're shifting around up front as well, hoping to draw an offsides. And there it is, a false start. I think is going to be the call here against Trinity. It is. That's a big-time 5-yard penalty. And just the first penalty since halftime against the Pioneers. So a false start turns a 4th and 1 into a 4th and 6 here with 2:48 to go.
Yeah, the question is, does he go from the shotgun and pooch it to still give that illusion to try to get, but they're putting their returners back. So this game, 2:38 and counting. They're going to keep burning this thing right down to the end of the time available. Yeah, Connor's going to go right back in the punt formation.
Bishop with his heels on the 10-yard line. Rousseau and Valenti are back deep. This punt again high in the air, nobody underneath it.
Oh, big bounce.
And inside Plymouth territory.
That's a big bounce for Trinity right there.
Rolls down inside the 35 and will be down at the 33 with 2:10 to go.
Connor Bishop, such a valuable player in so many areas, all 3 phases of the game. This kid's a gamer for sure.
Yeah, he's the leading tackler either way today with 10 tackles unofficially.
Yep.
Also forced 2 fumbles. Has handled the kicking duties, as you mentioned. He's also caught 2 passes on offense. But will it be enough is the question. Or do the Bobcats complete the comeback? They trailed by as many as 14, including by as many as 8 earlier in this 4th quarter. Now they're down 2 with the ball. They have 1 timeout remaining and 2:08 to work with on the clock. So here comes Caven Sanborns, the coach's son. He's under center.
What a game.
QB takes the snap. Handoff right side, Valenti. Navigates, breaks a tackle, and he has a first down. Brings Nate Mateo with him across the 40 and up to the 45-yard line for a 12-yard pickup as Valenti's monster afternoon continues.
Yeah, he's an amazing player. Remember now that they only have 1 stoppage, 1 timeout left. So they're probably going to speed these plays up just a bit.
Yeah, they get right to the line here. At the Pioneer 45, Valenti again, right side, up to midfield this time for a 5-yard pickup before he's brought down by J.P. Varen.
Yeah, they're going to continue to speed it up. My belief, Nick. Anything inside the 30, they'll kick it.
Valenti left side spins away from the first man, and he's got another first down.
Boy, he plays with heart. What do you do without Ben Valenti in this game, Nick? You think about it. So many great players on both teams, but Ben is an anchor of this program.
Again, tick, tick, tick. Minute 25 when the snap is taken. Straight ahead, Sanborn on 1st and 10. And a flag comes out late here. So the officials with more to discuss here. Flag down near the line of scrimmage.
Had the feeling of a little bit of early movement there, Nick. I don't know what they're going to call, but just had that feeling.
The flag on the play.
False start?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. He's asking Coach Cathcart what to do. Yep, Jason all over it. Knows how to manage a game. Goes right over to Coach Cathcart, figures out, lets him know that it was a first down.
So the false start, 5-yard penalty against Plymouth. Backs them up to midfield, 1st and 15. Marsh in motion, straight ahead. Valenti able to push the pile again, down up the Pioneer 42-yard line, an 8-yard pickup.
My goal is I think he wants to get to the 25, Nick, before the time runs out. But I think if it's inside the 30,
final minute.
he's within range.
Snap.
Oh, a pass.
Throw it here, over the middle, and incomplete.
He'll stop the clock.
Looking for legacy, but he was triple covered. 53 seconds to go, 2nd and 10.
Going to be 3rd down here.
Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
3rd and 7.
Yep.
3rd and 7 from the 42. A rare pass attempt by Caven Sanborn.
Well covered, by the way. Double coverage on the receiver.
Only one completion today for Plymouth. That was a 16-yard touchdown back in the first half.
Boy. Still maintain that timeout, though. That's been big.
Pioneer fans on their feet. 3rd down and 7. Again, Marsh in motion. 2-step drop. Quick throw. Right side. Incomplete. Trying to find Stone along the sideline, and now it's do or die time for Plymouth. 4th and 7.
Carson Sanborn intended for Bryson Stone, incomplete.
Pioneers perhaps one stop away from heading to the Division II state championship game.
Little surprise, Nick. 2 throws in a row there. I know a great stoppage, but I think it's kind of you got Ben Valenti and Russo there just pounding the ball down the field consistently throughout the game. To me, you've got if you look at the wind right now, it is kind of angling at their back. I think anything inside the 29, 30-yard line, anything inside that, Nick, is a kickable ball. I think they're going to go for it right here.
Again, one timeout to work with. 4th and 7. Pioneers looking for a stop. Bobcats looking for the 35-yard line. Russo, the catch, and he's immediately tackled.
How about
it? Who else? Connor Bishop.
Who else?
And that may have sealed it for the Pioneers. They're out in front, 29-27. They're going to take over.
What a football game.
Plymouth only one timeout remaining, 43 seconds, and this one is just about in the bag.
And this crowd's going nuts.
The home fans still on their feet here along the near sideline.
That was great defensive coverage right there, Nick. Taking the receiver on this side, all designed to free him up with some open space, and Connor Bishop, Johnny on the spot. We talked earlier with Coach Cathcart very early in the game where he kind of goes inside, and this young man has just been terrific on all 3 phases of the game, Nick. He is a special player.
Remember that basketball team as well, multi-sport athlete. And there is a kneel down from service. We're going to get the final timeout now from Plymouth with 39 seconds.
This is a classic, Nick. What a game.
Absolutely.
Has a little bit of everything in it.
And proud to be a part of it. We'll recap the whole thing coming up after the game. And take a look at Souhegan and Pelham, how they're faring in the second half, in Amherst as well. So Trinity, probably their low point of the season, came back in week 3 following a 46-14 loss at Plymouth. Since then, they've been lights out, undefeated. Postseason wins now over Hanover and Plymouth. And one more kneel down should make it official. For the Bobcats, still a good season. Under Coach Sanborn, 8-1 during the regular season. They knocked off Kingswood in the quarterfinals, but are going to come up just a bit short here in the semifinal round for the second straight year.
Shame somebody has to lose this game, Nick. These programs have had a tremendous season. Plymouth's got nothing to hang their heads on here. I thought with Ben Valenti pounding the ball down the field, Nick, he was going to get there. He just had that feeling like it was. But, you know, I think the clock started getting in the way, down to one timeout, only one stoppage, kind of promulgated the desire to throw it a couple times. And that's just great defensive work there by Trinity to not let it happen. 3 great defensive plays.
That's it.
What a game.
29-27 is the final. The Trinity Pioneers are heading to the Division II state championship game, where they will take on either Souhegan or Pelham. It's the end of the road for Plymouth. Certainly went out guns blazing, but in the end on the wrong side of a 29-27 final score. But as you said, Steve, this one had a little bit of everything, including at one point 21 unanswered points by Trinity in the first half. Pioneers tightened the gap and were within 7 at the break at 21-14. We saw 4 fumbles, 2 each side, in that third quarter. A 2-point conversion following a score for Trinity gave them a 29-21 lead going into this fourth quarter. A second Ben Valenti touchdown for Plymouth drew them within 2, but the 2-point try was stopped inside of 3 minutes. And that was the end of it, as Trinity does enough to run out the clock and secure the victory. Again, 29-27 the final.
Yeah, you got 2 fumbles and 2 fumbles, Nick. I mean, that was just an amazing period in the game. A little bit of everything here. But to me, the defining play in the game was the stoppage on the 2-point. It changed the whole complexion of the game. They get that. There's a tie game. There isn't a sense of urgency so much on Plymouth. It's about playing on your plateau, playing within your comfort zone. And what happened is great defensive plays change outcomes of tight games. Big plays, players make big plays at big times. And that one was done there by number 15 from Trinity, Alejandro Foden. He came into that seam. He read it beautifully. He got his body in there, and the rest of his supporting cast did the same. That was the turning point for me, Nick, of the biggest play of the game right there. You had talked about that earlier. This is a big one. It was, after all. Game managed. I don't have a problem with taking risks. Coach Cathcart said, I'm going to take risks today. I'm going for it. You know what? He was consistent in what he did. He worked it. Coach Sanborn, same situation. Officials, Jason managed a very, very good game right there. And you know, you could argue this, you could argue that, but overall, this game just had everything in it. And you got to congratulate the Trinity Pioneers on their defensive stops when they most needed them, and Ollie Service, Superman today, no question about it.
Service, 3 overall touchdowns, 2 through the air. He also finished with 132 yards on 9 completions. His 2 touchdown tosses, both to Tate Zabuza, who finished over the century mark, 6 catches for 106 yards. But the stat line of the day, obviously, belongs to Ben Valenti. 34 carries, 303 yards in the loss, 2 touchdowns in that effort. Not enough, though. 29-27 is the final. Pioneers got a big defensive game today from Connor Bishop, who led all tacklers with 11.
Nick, when would you ever say when a running back gets 300 yards, you lose the game? That is a rarity right there.
Right.
But I think it really lends itself to big defensive stoppages at key times.
Yes.
That first half, you had 2 fourth-quarter stops right there. They resulted in 14 points. You had a big 2-point conversion stop right there. The defense at the biggest times came through for the Pioneers. And to me, Nick, that was the difference in the game at the end of the day. As important as Ben Valenti's offense was, when they needed to stop him, they did.
That just about does it for us here. We're going to step aside and say goodbye. We will be back next week with coverage of the championship round. The Division II championship comes your way from Pinkerton Academy a week from today, next Saturday. Want to thank the folks here at Trinity, including Mike Connell. Good to see his former Lieutenant Mike Martinez still helping out here as well.
Thanks for the water, Mike.
Of course, coordinating Steve more, you so than anyone else, with our friends over at the NFHS Network. Again, doing a great job there. We appreciate that partnership. Want to thank our sponsors with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, bearing with us all season long, doing a great job there. And, of course, our crew here at FNL NH working the game today. Kat Doyle upstairs, John Barron, Matt Beals down on the field. Of course, the whole thing orchestrated once again flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer, Steve Beals, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Trinity 29, Plymouth 27. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance, broadcasted in conjunction with the NFHS Network.